Okay,
Bad.
yeah. Magandang umaga, magandang gabi sa Pilipinas, magandang umaga sa akin. Magandang early morning sa Middle East, especially Abu Dhabi and Dubai. And Jeddah as well, mga kaibigan natin. So, yeah. Salamat po at nandito tayo lahat kasama na naman natin ang ating mga very respected co-host. Okay, so let me just introduce to you our co-host. Ang ating topic for today is about relationship. Yeah, why relationship fails. So let me introduce to you our beautiful Miss Pami Harris, broadcasting from Malaysia, Melaka. Magandang umaga po, ma'am. Kumusta po kayo dyan?
No, it's evening. It's
Yeah, it's
8:44.
evening. Sorry.
Hello, Philippines. Hello, my friends here in Malaysia watching us. Enjoy our topic tonight. We will be talking about in relationship.
All right. Okay. Our another guest speaker, co-host at the same time, is Lux, broadcasting from Dubai, Middle East. Welcome to the show, Sanjay.
Hello, thank you for this today's topic. It's a very good topic, so stay with us and learn something.
Thank you, and our co-host, Dan Show, the Dan Show, broadcasting live from San Carlos, Occidental. Welcome to the show, Sir Dance.
Yes, Maing gabi from the Philippines, and good morning to you in New Jersey, USA. To Miss Pa and to Pastor J, good evening. And good evening to all our viewers.
Okay, thank you. Sa
Good
ating,
evening, good morning.
good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good very early morning sa UK. Yeah. Okay. So our main topic today is about relationship failures. Why some relationship fails? Not all. However, some relationship fails. And no matter how the relationship is being tried to be saved, meron talagang nag-fail, no, na relationship. So our guests here have prepared some kind of materials for us to discuss why a relationship fails, and knowing the problem is half solving the problem. Tama ba ako? Yeah. If you know the problem,
I agree.
half the problem you already solved. Yeah, you cannot solve a problem that you don't know. Yes.
Yeah,
So yeah,
acknowledging the problem.
yeah. So
No,
mhm,
once you acknowledge the problem, there's one more thing that you missed.
mhm.
Address the problem.
That's another half of it.
All right.
Yes. Yeah. Right. So let's first go to the topic, main topic, to our lady in the house, Miss Pami Harris. Let me just give you background for every viewers na nandito, and after the show, this live broadcast will still be viewed. So Miss Pami Harris is a fashion stylist that focuses on women's dressing and clothing. Yeah. So that is her forte. Yeah, that we are very lucky for that. Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Mrs. So, Madam Miss Pat, so being a woman, how do you qualify relationship failure? When when will you say a relationship had failed? Yeah, what's the point of the difference between a successful relationship and a failure? There's only two. Yeah, you got a successful. It's either successful relationship or it's a failure relationship. So let's go to the failed relationship. When will you say that a relationship already failed?
Relationship can be defined whether it's a successful or a fail if the two of you are still together. So, in the first place, I think we need to understand relationships. Yeah, it starts before marriage. The couple starts dating, And why do you know people goes for dating? Yeah. So what is dating for you? And of course, at that point, there are two stages when you go for a relationship. First, of course, is dating. That's when a man and a woman would be together. It's more of a preparation. To me, I take it very seriously. When you say you are dating someone, that means both of you are have already understood what you are trying to prepare for. Okay, so later we talk about what's the importance of dating. Yeah, so the success of a relationship is when you are still able to stay together, no matter, because of course, ultimately, the two of you will go to the next level, the level two, which would then be the marriage, right? So that's it. It fails if you're no longer together. You have committed to be together and you're not able to make, so it fails. But if you're still able to be sticking to each other, because the goal is to be together forever. Unfortunately, for others, walang forever. Diba? That's why I think it's nice. Why for our audience, it would be nice to be talking about what did we learn in past relationships, why it fails, maybe the common issue, not
Mm.
the issue about it lang.
Thank you. Thank you, Ma'am Mispa, about that.
Or third party. I think the guys are already like choking.
Yeah. So, Madam Mispa, being a woman, you qualify a failed relationship when the man and the woman is no longer together.
Yes.
So
Yeah. Because
you can have a you cannot have a failed relationship kapag magkasama pa kayo.
I don't think that when
Mm.
two people are still together that they can really last that long, still staying together.
Right.
Yeah. If
Right.
I it's a torture, yeah, for to
Right.
me. Yeah. If you are
Mhm.
still living together and yeah, there is no more love and you are already avoiding each other. I have not heard any of that case that
Mm-hmm.
they chose to stay together even though they no longer have relationship. Yeah. So I
Mm-hmm.
maybe you can give me a case and let's study that.
Oh, Madam, maganda yung sinabi mo, no? A relationship sa akin, personally, as a man, when a man and woman is no longer together, that is a point where a relationship, you can say, a failure. Because sa akin, when a man and a woman staying together, having problem, that is just, you know, people having trying to fix the problem. Until they are
Yeah.
together, they have chance to solve the problem. But then when they start to separate, stop communicating, then that is the, you know, start of the relationship failure. No relationship is perfect. So it's normal, a man and woman fight. There are men that cannot stood up against women, and women that wants to stood up against men, which is, I think, that is the cause of the problem. Punta tayo sa, sa opinion ng lalaki.
Yeah.
From JC
Here.
Lux. Yeah, same question, Sir, JC Lux.
Why
When you
relationship?
say that a relationship had failed already, kailan mo, ano sa maka
No,
magsulti na, oh, fail among relationship? Di
no.
kaya para may mga lalaki, sir,
The yes,
fail
yes.
among relationship, para lang makapanguya ba? Manguya ba? Wala nami, so, nguya pa mo. Parang araw ba?
No. Actually, the our topic is our topic is why relationship fails, right? But there is one questions that we fail to ask. Is there Meron pa bang love sa isa't isa? Yung dalawa. Yan ang tanong
Mhm.
doon. Meron pa bang love? If
Mhm.
no, pag wala ng love, then it's time to separate. There's no there is no reason to stay together. Like when you stay together and you're not in love anymore, and the love is died already, so you end up like fighting and all other stuff that which is not hindi dapat talaga ginagawa ng isang relationship or mag-asawa ba or mag-girlfriend boyfriend.
So, Sir JC looks.
So the out of love.
Let me follow up that. How will you know that you're still in love or no longer in love? How will you know, as a man or a woman? Is it because
Well,
when you become so irritating na, then you start loving a person?
actually, pag wala ka ng love sa isang tao, maramdaman mo na yun eh.
Is
I
it
don't know how
because
to put it in words. I don't know how to explain it properly. I don't know how to put it in a one single word. But once na hindi mo na love yung isang tao, then things turns out to be ugly anymore inside the
yeah,
home.
but Jesse, most, not all, but most men use this kind of weak reasoning that hindi ko na siya mahalin. Wala na mahal.
No.
Then he give up. He give up this woman kasama niya for 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 20 years. Just because of hindi ko na mahal ang asawa ko eh. Yeah. So sometimes yung definition ng love, ano ba paano i-define ng love? How do you still know that you're still in love or you're just being infatuated or just being evil? You know? Yeah.
Love
Can you
understands.
elaborate more?
Love understands each other. Love understands the situation either ng mahirap ang sitwasyon nyo or hindi. But pag nandun pa yung love, if the love still there, wala eh. You just continue together eh. Yeah,
But
you cooperate with each other.
the word love is kind of very vague that sometimes we are tricked within our head. We have a wrong definition of a love, and we have an action that actually is just infatuation, or just you admire, or you just like other women. So you give up your strong relationship in exchange of other women, and because you qualified it, I'm feeling in love with this office mate that I have, and I'm no longer in love with my wife. Yeah, so we got to be very careful about that. Oh, may sinasabi si Ma'am Miss pa. Ma'am Miss, balik
No,
natin. Oh, sige,
just
sige.
to
Go
add,
ahead.
just to add, what is the foundation of a relationship? Love. No other thing. Love.
Yeah.
So if you are no longer love a woman or a guy, so what are you doing?
Mhm.
Done. It's end. Finish.
Mhm.
Don't result into like you're staying together and then you hurting each other and verbal abuse, all of these things. That should not going to happen. We should. I mean, if like there's a word that called peaceful exit. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
So
yeah, it's just that if we define love according to our own words, then sometimes it's very vague. You know, people have different levels of definition of love. So there will be no standard at all. So I can say, okay, today I'm in love with you. Tomorrow, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, balik natin kay Madam
It's
Miss Pa.
like the point of view of Jay is that he's trying to say relationships fail because love fades. And that is dangerous way if you're going to work on a relationship like that. And if we because love is a feeling. But if we talk about marriage, it's different from dating. But for when we talk about marriage, we all know it's already not just about love. The couple, would already have to invest in it and would already have to continue pursuing.
Nawala si Ma'am Miss Pa, no? Yung ating guest from Malaysia. Yeah, so let's
Ay, acknowledge muna natin yung mga viewers natin by Tads.
we got 4 billion viewers. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a viewer here from my ka-brother ko dati sa YouTube. Bro, shout out to Bro Mac Angel. Okay. May ano siya, may comment siya. Opinion na ako ba, stay single. Huwag subukan masira ang buhay mo sa love na yan. Okay. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank
Playing
you.
safe,
Thank you,
brother.
Bro Mac.
Playing safe. No, brother, you will miss
safe.
half
Yeah.
of your life if you stay single. Believe me or not. when you become older, you will need someone, not only because you need someone to care, but you will need someone that you want to pass your legacy. Yeah, and that is
Oh,
children. Yes, you will miss that.
wow, wow.
So don't stay single for a long time. Okay, Ma'am Isma
There's
is
what you call the
I'm back.
that.
I'm
just
back.
just, just to add to that guy, no? Ang sabi nga nila there's still time. Sa yung mga single, there's still time, but nakalimutan nila siguro na mayroon din it's too late.
Yeah, that's the problem when it becomes too late. Yeah. So balik tayo, madam. As you were saying about definition of love. Yeah. Will you please kindly share it?
Oh, no, what I was trying to say, I didn't know, saan ba ako naputol? But what I'm saying is that for marriage, when we talk about marriage, if we only rely on the so-called love and not even working on it or investing your time in it as a couple, then it's just really bound to fail because emotions can change. Yeah. So you really have to invest and commit in it as a couple. That's why I think we should rather, for me, mahalaga yung topic about dating, yeah, because we have young people, especially the Gen Zs now, are
Mhm.
just relying on whatever they watch in social media. There are heavy users of social media, and I do not know by when they would be able to pass by this. Our video would be seen by our Gen Zs. Yeah, so the question that I have been asking, I think I also wrote into our notes, what is really good for dating? Why is dating important? And,
Mhm. Mhm.
do we even understand why we go for dating? Maybe when we were younger, we do not know. When we like someone, then we pursue someone, we tackle
It's because
someone.
of attraction. It's because of
Yeah,
attraction.
just
We are
because of
attracted to one person, so we date the person because we want to be with them most of the time.
It all started with physical attraction, yeah. Correct. It's correct.
yeah, so it's attraction, guys, diba? But now that we are parents, yeah, so that's exactly my realization now that I have become more mature. Okay, so how would
Not
you?
older, just mature.
So let's accept it. Come on,
Yeah.
may mga senyales na. Okay,
Uh-huh.
but really, if our children would go for dating, how would you advise them? How do they
Mhm.
know? How would you explain to them why they cannot go for a relationship, even just for simple dating? Because
Right.
I used to hear before, okay lang yan. Kasi mga bata pa, let them enjoy. But
Uh-huh.
now me and my husband are actually facilitating marriage courses. We also facilitate pre-marriage courses. And that has really opened up my eyes. It changes my perspective on how we really treat dating, yeah, and
Mhm.
how we should be giving guidance to the young people when they would want to say, "Oh, that's my girlfriend, yeah, that's my
Mhm.
boyfriend," and they
Mhm.
were only like they're only let's talk about the children nowadays can go for a relationship as early as 12 years old, diba? I
Mhm.
do not know,
Mhm.
maybe for Densho would have been
Well,
earlier. I'm
children,
just
children,
joking.
children should not, from my opinion, ang mga bata hindi dapat kuhan, hindi dapat worry about relationship. They have to worry about playing games, studying,
Yeah,
and making fun. Yeah. Don't go into
supposedly it's
a
supposed.
serious relationship when you are 7 years old. What the hell are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, but Henry, this
It's
is this
early.
is a fact. This is a fact. Our society today, that's why we are having problem with teenage pregnancies.
Right,
So
right.
it's really that's why I have this passion to really talk about this topic because what do we really know about dating? And to the viewers, the parents watching this show right now, how would you even advise your nephews, your niece,
Mhm.
your very own child, yeah, on when they go for dating? Because dating, this is, I quote, I have this from the Alpha course, yeah, the marriage preparation course. Sorry, I'm using my notes, yeah.
It's
So
okay.
the marriage from the marriage preparation course, the value of marriage preparation. And that to me, preparation is when you are started to date a person. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that is dating is for our kids, our children
Mm-hmm.
to learn the skills. It's a practice. It's a preparation for them. That's why for to me, if I am a parent and my daughter would suddenly say, "Mom, I'm attracted to this guy and he's trying to tackle me," and if she wants to talk about relationship, then I would rather want to ask him, "Are you already preparing for marriage?" Because it's really true. Dating, you are trying to learn skills. You are learning how to communicate effectively. You
Mm-hmm.
are learning how to resolve conflict. You are learning how to meet each other's emotional needs. And this is
Mm-hmm.
what Jay was trying to say about love and how to build friendship. It's also their practice when they are going for date, when they start a relationship with an opposite sex and how to develop even a sexual relationship. And that's why the moment you say yes to your child, as a parent now, and after facilitating this pre-marriage course, for many years already, I could already say that's very dangerous because it's really a practice for them. Yeah,
It's a
it's
Yeah.
it's
critical, yes.
a playground for them to develop their sexual relationship and how to determine roles.
Right.
That's why you would hear it for Filipinos, bahay-bahayan, di ba? Because
Yeah.
it's really a
This,
skill that they are
yeah. Yeah.
developing. But
Yeah.
how
Thank
old we
you.
can allow them to do that? How
Manam,
old?
manamis pa,
Mm.
meron nag-agree sa yung comment. Sabi ni Starby from Sibugay, Zamboanga. Yeah, sabihin daw kung saan sila nagkamali para mas matuto sila. So it's about guiding the children. Guiding sa yung nababanggit. Yeah. Salamat sa Starby sa yung comment, no? Yeah. Tell them where they get mistake. However, they will learn one day. Yeah, and then shout out na rin kay Benjo, Dalde, at saka Tibong SK. Mga ito sa Apo, nanonood to. They are kind of learning from our two guests about failing relationships. And now, Ma'am Ispa just explained about guiding our children into dating, qualified dating, yeah. Yeah, but for me, Ma'am Ispa, if I am now having a child that a 19 years old son. Yeah. So for me, date is okay. You explore. Tama yung sinabi mo. You talk to other people, especially your opposite sex. To learn how to adjust one day, preparing to become the man or the family man. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, let me add up to that because as parents, we can only guide our children. Of course, we could not stop how they are feeling because, of course, naranasan din natin yan. We have already experienced that. But how we can just guide them and make them understand,
Mm-hmm.
that the moment they go for a relationship, strong, it's really about making them aware. When you enter this, you are going to learn these new skills. You are going to
Mm-hmm.
have friendship. You develop
Yeah.
friendship with your
Madam Ispa, I will kind of inject of a situation where some kind of this is kind of extreme. Not all, but some people, most people, in fact, a man or woman, they go into relationship because they are bored. There's nothing to do. There's nothing more else to do. They want themselves to be kind of within the trend. They kind of want to be themselves, like to have this kind of girlfriend or boyfriend thing because most of them are doing it. The peers are doing it, so they try to follow the peers. What do you think about that? How can you advise on that? But before
I have a friend.
you answer, I will read yung kay Venjo Dalde, yung viewers natin. Relationship can be delicate and require trust to start. Yes. Mahaba ang kanyang message, maganda ang kanyang message, please quote it from somewhere else. But ang sabi niya dito, by fostering a strong foundation of trust, couples can create a lasting and fulfilling connection with each other. Yeah. Salamat po sa
Yeah,
pag-Venjo
yeah.
Dalde.
Thank you. Thank you for adding.
Yeah. Sige, madam,
I
continue.
think you are trying to say about peer pressure, tama? It's
Yeah. When a person becomes bored, nothing else to do, he is not in school, he doesn't want to study, he doesn't want to learn skills. what he want to do, the easiest thing to do, get married. Yes. Yeah.
Guys, it will boil down into the love language of the person. Yeah.
Mhm.
So when our children, because there are 5 love languages, if you may have heard about it from Gary Chapman, yeah, that my the 5 love languages, like actions, encouraging words, gifts. There are that those are the 3 examples. So as a parent, as parents, we are supposed to be the one giving them the first hand of this kind of love languages.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is our main responsibility as parent. Only
Mhm.
when ang 5 love languages na to, because not all 5 love languages sa mga anak natin, lahat 5 na sa kanila, hinahanap nila yan. That means this is what they long for. So, for example, for my very own children, they like quality time and they like encouraging words. So it's not really about presents. When you give gifts to my children, they are not as excited as other children. Yeah, and for you and for me, I have a different love language. Yeah, so
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
if ang love language, I just use that as an example. Ang love language ng anak natin is quality time
Mhm.
and helping hand, yung
Mhm.
actions na kunyari, gusto nila tinutulungan sila sa homework nila, you sit
Right.
beside them sa homework
Is it the
nila
acts
kasi
of
yan yung
service?
yeah,
Mother.
an act of service. Yeah. So if this is their love language and you keep on giving them something like gifts because you could not have quality time with them kasi busy ka sa work, or binibigyan mo sila ng puro encouraging words lang na kaya mo yan, and yet you never help them, you never help them with their projects, you never even sit down with them how to understand
Yeah,
mathematics.
that is
So
fake.
hindi nila na-appreciate.
Yeah,
Hindi
that is
nila
fake love.
na-appreciate. And
But
one day, they find somebody else, their friend, their classmate maybe, who
mhm.
just gives them this, oh, let me help you with your homework. Come on, group study tayo. Oh, ganyan, I have this essay. I can help you with this. I will write a note for you. Naku, na-fulfill na yung love language by someone else. Not by the
Receiving
home.
gifts.
Yeah, not,
So,
yes.
mabalik tayo, madam, sa yung kwan kanina, sa yung about dating. So, as a
Very
mother,
dangerous is the okay. Go
okay,
on, go on,
sige.
go on.
Yeah, balikan ko lang, sir, yung kwan, yung kasi maganda yung na-open topic ni Madam Sky. Mas, when will your, as a mother, when will you allow your child, your daughter, or your son to go dating? Kailan mo siya i-allow to go dating? Yeah.
Yun, yan. Magandang tanong yan.
Okay, sige,
Before you answer, mayroon ditong message galing kay Lenbin, no? Lenbin Tan, the spices
After
of
the
love,
college.
spices of love. At saka nanonosebleed daw siya. Huwag kang nosebleed, madam. Pwede tayo magbisaya dire. Si Starby is coming from Cebu, guys, Zamboanga. Yeah, if you want...
Yeah.
Cebu kayo sa Panga.
Oh, pasensya ka na, Ma'am Starby, kasi ang ating audience is also universal, no? Mayroon tayong watchers coming from outside Philippines and not only Filipino, no? So, minsan,
Yeah.
but we will try our best as
Taglish, magtaglish tayo.
di, sa Bisaya,
Okay,
maningkamot ani, para masabtatas talan. Sige. Madam, balik na sa question. Right. Then, do you want to frame the question about dating? Kanos ani mo i-allow ang imong, anak as a mother?
Yeah, I would
Jokingly.
agree to that question. Please.
Okay, let me answer.
What age is the right age to go dating?
It's
Is it?
not
Yeah.
age, guys.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's not age. I
Yeah.
do
Yes,
not say
agree.
as long as my daughter would have fully understood already the concept of what dating is and what marriage is.
Miss Pa, if she's 10 years old and she understood,
Sorry, I'm sorry. What age?
she's 10 years old and she already understood because this is kind of
I don't think so. It's a 10-year-old.
should it be a great age?
I have, to me, if a 10-year-old would already start to think about that, that means there is no right example of relationship that they can find at home. Yeah,
Right,
so
right, right.
that's a real talk.
Correct.
So if, if for example, some children, no, it's not an example. Some of our children have different maturity, growth. So some of them grows very much mature when they're 15. Parang grabe yung ano nila, napapansin niyo, may mga kabataan talaga na ang mature na mag-isip. Okay? But there are also other kids na talagang even at 25 years old, parang wala pa rin ano, hindi pa nila nasisink in kung how it is to really provide love, how to even provide the 5 love languages to somebody else. Para sa kanila, they are the ones more receiving about it. Or it could be na sa age na yan, maybe at 28 or 27, they are still really like thinking about friends lang talaga. So, different ang maturity ng kabataan. So,
So
kaya
Amistad.
parang,
will you not make an age like a standard age for a person to go to marriage? Ang batas natin mayroong kwan, di ba? Mayroong
team,
batas ko na pwede ka ikasal as long as you are no longer tinatawag
Minor.
ang tawag doon, yung edad na yun, 18 below.
Accountability.
Yeah. Hindi ka pwedeng ikasal. And if you're a
Minor.
lady, if you're a lady, minor is 15, but ang marriage is 18. If you are 18 and you're a woman, you got to have your mother with you, right? Meron yatang ganon. When I was married at 25, so I didn't have that problem. So, but however, may mga sabi ni Mama Miss pa, people are mature enough. However, yung batas natin, don't allow you to, even if you are very mature at 10, you can earn millions of money to support your family at 12 years old. This is possible because of some kind
this
of a
is,
source of income. But
guys,
yeah,
and
let's go.
to
Let's go.
our audience, ito yung na-excite ako.
Mhm,
Kasi, ito yung sad truth about
mhm,
our society today. Well, if we want to learn driving, kapag gusto nating mag-drive, I'm
mhm,
referring to a car or even a motorcycle, you have to go through lessons. Yeah, you have to spend number of hours to practice the driving, di ba? And how to
mhm,
learn the traffic rules, how to learn, yung ganyan. So, learning how to drive. But today, wala tayong lesson like that we even provide, like the colleges or universities that we really provide to our children, to our young people, and say, look, you are going for a forever relationship, yeah, to the level 2 of relationship. And walang preparation sa kanila. And ang mas nakakalungkot, when we even see this kind of thing going on, teens going for early relationships, yeah, they go for dating, yung mga parents ba na parang, ay, ganyan din ginawa ko dati. Buti
mhm,
sana kung yung ginawa nila dati and they are able to prove na maganda din talaga yung relationship nila. But
mhm.
oftentimes you would say, ay, ganyan din ang ginawa ko dati. Guess what? You would totally guarantee na after that, masasabi din ng mga bata, ay, ganyan lang din yung susundin ko kasi, nagawa na nila yan dati.
Naging
So,
naging tradition ang failure sa family.
yes, nare-repeat nila yung
Pinasa.
failure because they will
Tradition na
say
yung
that
broken
it's
family.
normal.
Tradition yung
Ah,
yeah. Agree. So, madam, balik
Pinasa
tayo
lang.
sa question ni Dencio. As a mother, kailan mo i-allow ang anak mo mag-date? Will you give some kind of from mother perspective? When is the right
Yeah.
time or
perhaps I would give a
Yeah.
checklist. So first is, do you already understand what dating is? Just talk about dating. What
how do
dating
you
is for?
extract the answer from your child if you ask this question to your child? Hey, child, do you really understand now what is dating? How do you extract that answer from them?
to me, it's easy. I am facilitating pre-marriage course. Pwede ko siyang isit down together with the boyfriend. Okay, join my course. And then you can learn this together. And maganda kasi, merong, to the audience here, I hope you are also learning this, yeah? You can search. There is a so-called, you can check in your community or even in your churches, if you're, whatever religion you are, you belong to, the so-called pre-marriage course. Yeah, so it's a 5-session kind of course that the couple will have to sit down together and they will learn to know about proper communication. They will
Bago ikasal, yeah, requirement yan, bago
yes,
ikasal.
yes, yes. Bago ikasal. But most of our, I would say, clients, they would come to us already when they have registered for marriage. That means ready na sila na talagang kasalan na yung papupuntahan. But I encourage as early as possible. Kasi you really have to talk about your cultural differences.
Right.
So you really have to talk about your upbringing. Sa pre-marriage course, merong ganyan. You will really talk about upbringing. This is how I'm being brought up.
Yeah, Madam Isma, before maganda yung na-point out mo. So we would like to hear the answer ni Sir Dens. As a counselor, Madam, what is the indicator na ang isang lalaki o babae is now ready?
Correction. I am not a counselor. I am a facilitator. Okay?
All right. So right. So when will you know? When will you know that your son or daughter is now ready? Like you mentioned, you will have to ask him. You have to make him understand that he's ready or she is ready. Pero bago mo sagutin, muna tayo. Mag-shoutout tayo sa ating mga viewers. Okay? Sir Johan from California, LA. Okay? Salamat po. Magandang umaga dyan. I don't know if the feedback galing sa akin. Meron ba kayong narinig na feedback? Echo?
Yes. Meron.
Maybe masyado lang malakas or malapit ang aking audio. I'll try to move this way. Si Norilyn Bermudez, Disco to sa Apo, salamat po for watching. Rax Raquel, kaklase natin sa high school, CSTR. Shout out, Colegio de Santo Tomas, Ray Colet. Shout out, San Carlos City. Okay, lugar ng mga mababait. Right, kami po ay galing din sa hometown na yan. Yan ang aming hometown, San Carlos City. Okay, shout out din kay Melzo Tiro. Okay, thank you for watching. Umarad ko ito sa aming fraternity, Alpha Pi Omega. Salamat po sa papanonood ninyo at salamat ulit kay continue watching si Starby from Sibugay, Zamboanga from SRA's fraternity. Magandang umaga po sa inyo dyan. Mabuhay kayo, Scouts Royal Brotherhood and Sisterhood sa buong Zamboanga. Salamat po. Yun po yung ating mga messages na nabasa ko. If you have some messages na nasa inyong end, would you like to, read that sa ating mga viewers? Maybe Dens, meron kang kwanya? May mga pasalamat yan. Nakay Kwan?
You're on mute.
Am I? Dennis is mute. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So shout out to our viewers from my page. Joanne Iskertin, my schoolmate in college. Tatay Panday, mga ka-YouTube ko dati.
Oh, grabe, Tatay Panday. Kaya pala wala ng movie. Nag-asawa pala si Panday. Shout out kay Tatay Panday. Magawa ka ulit ng movie. Pero wag kang mag-divorce. Ituloy mo lang. Ama na si Panday. Maganda yan. Okay. Ayun lang ba?
Thank you for watching.
Basahin ko lang yung message ni Johan Diapera. No? Technically, when they are young, meaning very young age, they are not ready. They need proper guidance in all aspect of life. Agree? Because youth is a kind of very aggressive, however less experience, and they will tend to make more mistake rather than correct decisions because of the aggressiveness. Dumaan tayo sa ganong stage. Right now, ilan pa na, Bidens? Ako nasa 25 na ako eh. Oh, ngayon, magti-26 na ako. Ito, I have that bad experiences, bad decisions, yeah? Yeah, yeah. Oh, alam ko, 2 years ang gap namin eh. Ahid siya sa akin ng 2 years. Oh, shout out dyan sa mga bata pa. Okay, so
Okay.
Madam Miss Pa, let's give time sa kay JC Lux about the same question. Sir JC Lux, mayroon ka bang kwan? Mayroon ka bang mga nagbibinatang anak ngayon na you can relate
Actually,
to?
just to answer that question. What
Mhm.
is the classic answer on that question?
Okay.
I don't know sa ibang bansa or sa atin, the classic answer would be pagtapos ka na sa college, pwede ka nang magpaligaw, di ba? Ganon yung mga
Ah,
classic answer sa atin eh.
so yun sa
Pero
Philippine culture, ano?
yeah, pero actually my
But
Miss Pa is a very
that is a trap. That is
huge.
a trap. Not everyone goes to college.
Yes. But most of the parents, they will say, okay, pagtapos ka na sa college, bahala ka na sa buhay mo.
Mhm.
Maghanap ka na ng
Mm.
gano'n eh. Ganong situation sa atin eh. Pero
Yeah.
si Miss Pa malaki yung point niya. Example yung the 5 language of love. Um, it helps a lot para pag nurture ng isang bata. Pero
Mhm.
I think kahit na tapos na yung bata sa college, kung hindi pa siya matured, if he's not really very knowledgeable about into dating, I
You mean
think
kung ang bata ay 20 years old na, hindi pa siya mature? Is it
It's
possible?
possible. It's
maybe
possible.
Well, I think if
possible.
that's the
Yeah.
situation, I think that child had a failed father.
I don't know.
Why would a 20 years old still immature? Just a question,
I
man.
don't know how to answer that.
Yeah, I think as a father, you got to make sure your child grows according to his age, and then his also maturity goes with it. Yes. If not, then
well,
we have some kind of failure there. Yeah.
maturity is not
Mm.
a race. I mean, ang pag-mature ng isang tao hindi naman paunahan yan eh. It
Yeah,
takes time.
Mm,
but mayroon
correct.
ka
But when you reach a certain age of like reach of 20, 21, 22, and then hindi ka pa rin ready sa mga ganong bagay, edi let's continue to support him. Why
right,
not?
right, right, right,
Yes,
right.
we cannot force the issue to ano mo na yung pilitin mo yung ganon. You just have to
Mhm.
wait and continue to advise them, continue to support them whatever kung anong
Mhm.
career na pinili nila kasi relationship or dating is not a joke. I mean,
So,
normally
but
hindi
here's
yan
a
joke,
question
hindi
to
yan
Densho. As a father, when will you allow your son to go dating? Is your
Yeah.
answer
Okay.
after he goes to college? After his college, then you will allow him? Is that your answer?
Okay, no. Iba yung
I'll
ano ko,
say
iba yung
yes or
take ko
maybe
diyan.
no.
Okay. Yeah. So, kung natin, maganda pakinggan nyo, yes or no ang answer eh. So, you have two child, one you answer yes, one you answer no.
No. If regardless of age, either 20 na siya or bata pa siya or as kung hindi pa talaga siya ready sa ganyang bagay, you just have to support him or her.
Mhm.
Wala namang pilitan eh.
Mayroon ditong sabi ni Benjo Dalde, isa sa ating nanonood ngayon, natapos na siya, humang na siya college, kasapan ra gyapon siya. Dapat daw, ipasa na sa ng board exam bago maguyab-uyab. So, yeah.
That's not to the
Yeah.
point.
Warang education, education inclined ang decision to
Um,
allow or not allow a child to go to a relationship, you know.
It
Shout out
shouldn't
kay
be.
Michelle Malyari, kaibigan ko dyan, napakagandang babae ito at saka napakabait, matalino rin, taga Pampanga, Michelle Malyari, salamat sa papanood
Hello.
nyo. Mhm. Mitong Aldo, one day, magkikita tayo dyan. Okay? Mga kaibigan natin sa Pampanga. Okay, so, Madam Miss Ma, meron kang gustong iadagdag sa sagot ni Sir JC looks like he's kind of playing his answer is yes or no. So pag mayroong hingi ng advice para malilito eh.
But I like the answer of Jay because Jay's answer is really exposing kung ano
Mhm.
yung culture meron tayo, which like what you've said is really based on education attainment. Yeah? But
Mhm.
it shouldn't be just educational attainment lang. Kasi narinig ko din yan, na-experience ko rin yan, na after
Mhm.
ganyan, tapos dapat may trabaho. But I would rather make it into a context na we should be psychologically ready. Yeah,
Mhm.
financially ready because you
Mhm.
are going to date. If you are going to bring the woman out, whose money are you going to use to spend for
Mhm.
your lady? Diba?
Mhm.
That's sorry because I would really want how sure are you? Kasi makikita mo ngayon mapapailing ka na lang when you see kids, yeah, young people in the mall, as if like they like to go to the mall, which is mas nakakatawa kasi they really like to go to this kind of place na talagang matitempt sila to rather spend. But whose money are they spending? So of course it's
Mhm.
from the parents. So psychologically ready, financially ready, and
Mhm.
emotionally ready. And so, like what I've said, because dating is your preparation. You are going to learn
Mhm.
all these. It's not just about how to fulfill emotional needs, like and how to find friendship, how to develop friendship between the two of you. But you are assessing each other, how you are going to work out marriage in the future. Kaya
Right.
yung point ko talaga tonight, if there is one thing that will stuck to the mind of our viewers, is that really, what is dating? Why do I even have to date
Yeah.
now?
So, Madam
Yeah,
Miss,
at
I got
this
a
age.
question. I got a question about finance. How much money should a man have bago siya mag-date?
Okay.
Ako, from my experience, I have
Wait,
only about maybe 20 pesos, 50 pesos, pero malakas loob ko makipag-date.
Ay, may sekreto ka na ba kung wala kayo
hold
budget?
on, Kap. I
Bro,
would say, wag natin
Split the
lagyan ng
checks.
tally,
Split the
okay?
checks.
No, no. Sorry. I will not agree on that. So, I would rather say, if as long as the man can provide his own income.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So whatever money that he's going to spend on that date is really coming from him. And it's not
Mm-hmm.
like hiningi pa sa kapatid pala na nagtatrabaho sa abroad. Ate, bigyan mo naman ako, ma-exam kami. And yet just spend to the lady or vice versa. Si girl
Mm-hmm.
naman yung nangihingi sa kuya or sa mama. So this is what I really want to stop. Yeah. And we need to really develop a new culture for Filipinos to really be more mature in terms of dating itself. Yeah. So because you are already practicing, you are preparing. So medyo
Yeah.
seryoso yung topic, 'di ba? But
Let,
I
let's
think
let's 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 look at the other side from a woman perspective. How will she accept a suitor? Ano ang kanyang qualification? For example, you mentioned about a man should be a kind of a financially well enough na mag-sustain sa kanyang personal perspective, personal life. But from a woman perspective, what kind of no, lalo na sa mga tatay diyan na may mga anak na babae, minsan maswerte ako dahil wala tayong ganon. Pero minsan kasi boys minsan anak mong babae, mahirap sa tatay na ito piliin mo, dapat ganito ang qualification. So, what kind of advice sa mga babae, madam, ang iyong pwedeng masabi na, oy, kayo dyan, mga single, mga 19 years old, 20 years old, these are the type of a person, a man, that you go dating.
okay, this is a really nice question because I can answer this coming from very own experience. Yeah. So, of course, when I was way much younger, of course, meron din tayong relationships na obviously it failed. And I've also
Mm-hmm.
experienced relationships that you even have to spend for your boyfriend kasi wala pang allowance yung
Right,
boyfriend.
right.
Yeah, or wala pang sweldo yung boyfriend, even if the guy is already working. This is really actual example that I myself have experienced, and I'm sure other women may have also experienced this.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to your question, what would be your criteria o na makipag-date ka sa isang guy? It's funny because just 2 days ago, I was talking to my daughter. She's
Mm-hmm.
13 years old. So I fetch her from school, and
Uh-huh.
usually when we are in the car, I would be talking to her, coaching her about different topics. And this
Mm-hmm.
is one thing that I have told her because she is with her friend who is 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So may dalawang teenagers ako na one is not my daughter and the other is my very own daughter. And you know what I told them? You know, girls, my realization is before I've gone to a relationship, I went to dating, that I even have to go for 50-50, nagda-Dutch, or sometimes I would even have to spend money for my ex-boyfriend before. Yeah.
Mm.
But I tell you, after I have, of course, I also developed myself. I learned many different skills. I learned to upgrade and elevate, my personality through a lot of reading, through a lot of coaching. You know
Mm.
what I have learned? One thing that you can really measure how responsible the guy is.
Mm.
You pray that when you go out, it rains. It would rain. Dapat
Mm.
umulan. Dapat
Technique,
umulan.
technique yan, no? Sige, sige, madam.
And
Are
then
you right about that?
and then the and then the 15-year-old asked me, why? Why po, tita? So she spoke Tagalog. And then I said, you know why? Because if yung lalaki could not even buy himself
Mm.
a payong or an umbrella, which is quite essential for himself,
Mm.
yeah,
Mm.
when it rains, to cover himself
Mm.
literally, physically, that is already a bad sign that he could not take
Mm.
care of a family.
Okay, guys, mga nanonood dyan, mga single, Mac Angel, huwag ka magstay single. Bumili ka ng payong, okay?
Nasa payong!
Gamitin mo
Nasa
yung
payong!
payong mo.
Nasa payong ang sasagutan
Salamat,
pala.
madam. Ha? Salamat, madam, sa iyong advice. Si Mac Angel,
Payong.
kasi kanina, opinion niya, stay single, stay single. Ngayon, may opinion ka na. Bumili ka ng
Right.
payong, ha?
Dapat pala ang title ng ano natin, ng discussion natin, the importance of umbrella.
Yeah, the real value of an umbrella.
Ah,
Tinanong niyo ako. I can also ask you the other way around.
yeah,
How
correct.
would you, for you guys now,
Right,
on the table, how would you identify that this woman is for you and she's ready for you if you are someone who is already into marriage?
Okay, bago tayo mag-proceed, punta tayo kay JC Lux. Shoutout muna natin yung kapatid ko, Eugene Tadina, pastor ito ng aming church, denomination Seventh-day
Hello.
Adventist. Salamat po, magandang gabi dyan, brother. Nasa San Carlos City siya ngayon. I'm not sure kung nasa San Carlos, but he's around Negros Occidental kasi ang kanyang work is in church visitations, he's a kind of minister. And yung kaibigan ko, napaka-sexy, Chris. Ito yung kaibigan ko na taga-Pampanga. She does a lot of beauty pageants and now she's in Abu Dhabi. Am I right, Christina? Nasa kwan ka ba? Nasa Abu Dhabi ka ba ngayon o Dubai? Please let me know. Mag-message ka lang. So, ma-shoutout natin kung saan kayo. Anyway, shoutout Pampanga. And mayroon tayong watching is that is watching. Galing ng pangalan mo. Paano mo ginawa to? That is watching. Okay, salamat po. Salamat po. Shoutout po sa inyo dyan. Mabuhay kayo. Go ahead.
Ano natin yung mga kaibigan natin from high school, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Bryce Sandigan and
Hello!
Winston Villegas from Dumaguete, classmate natin dati sa high school. They are watching now. And also a good friend of mine, Ferdy Fernandez. Thank you for watching, Kois. Good evening.
Nadiri, mga bisdak. Salamat. Naamon diri. Kani among show, kani sa kuan, paying forward because at this stage we realize that we got to pay forward. We have to share what we learn in life, not academically, because we are not the kind of academic professors, but we are sharing this according to our own personal experience. Yeah. We've been kind of it's like it's a road, it's a road that we have passed, and probably sharing this just like our guest Miss Pa and Daisy Lux is sharing to us. It may shed light. For example, right now I just learned how important umbrella is. Yeah. So guys, napaka-critical. Yan pala ang mga babae, no? You never see a woman na wala umbrella. whether dala niya o nasa kotse niya o nasa office niya o nasa bahay niya. Ngayon ko yung naintindihan. Guys, naalala mo ba din?
I've already spilled the beans, pero talagang because parang symbol yun that you are able to even take care of yourself when this kind of storm or rain happens. And that is also symbolizing on how you're going to handle when you yourself have a family. So
shout out kay Lani Di Chavez Folo, watching from Thailand. Kasama ko sa work sa Thailand. She's controlling the operations at Thailand. So shout out. She has a very big responsibility about that. Salamat, Lani. I wish I can see you one day. We will have a kind of a work together probably in the next 2 or 3 years. Yeah, one day I will have to see you. Yeah, in Thailand. Alright, yep. Ganon din sa kay Sarah Rian. Kaibigan ko to si I think nasa Pasig siya. Salamat for watching. Christian Tuason, salamat for watching. Andito kami ngayon. We are kind of dissecting why relationship fails. So we have 2 guests, special guests, very distinguished. Miss Pami Harris, which is our fashion stylist and a successful woman. She's broadcasting in Malaysia, Melaka. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can see the names there. If you have time now, please follow them at their Facebook and YouTube and Instagram accounts. Yeah, Miss Pami Harris, stylist, Miss Stylist. You can see there some free tutorials and education to make women look more beautiful. Okay? Yeah, kaya nga, yung usapan namin last time, kami pag mga lalaki, madali lang magpaganda ng babae. Bili ka lang ng beer, di ba? Pero actually, there is really a woman, attractive woman, and there is just this beautiful woman. Yeah, no.
Meron akong side question ni Mespa.
Sige. JC Lux, ang ating...
You have not answered my question yet.
No. Just quick. Expensive ang babae?
It depends on how you value your woman. So, if you choose premium quality woman, then you could not afford because you are not prepared. Then you will find it.
I can answer you that. I'm not a woman, but I can answer you that using a Chinese proverb. Okay, whatever you can buy with money is not expensive.
Yeah, perfect. That's nice. That's beautiful.
Yeah. It's just a question of how you get the money. Yeah. The things that are expensive are those things that you cannot buy. Example, love. You cannot buy love. Yeah. You cannot fake person to love you. Yeah. So, going back, balik ka sa payo. Magkano yung mga payong, ma'am, ang pwedeng bilhin na...
Wag niyong i-divert yung usapan natin.
Wag iside.
Okay.
Shout out kay Christian Tuason from South Brotherhood. Shout out sa inyo dyan. Salamat sa panonood. And then, salamat sa panonood. Jesmar Friley. Salamat po sa inyong panonood. Okay. Yep. Madam, can you repeat the question and emphasize? Parang hindi namin masyado narinig eh. Ano yung tanong mo, Madam Miss Pam? Answer ng ating isang
whether intentional or unintentionally, okay.
You're muted? Okay. Yeah.
So how do you identify that a woman is for you?
All right, that's a very good question. Yeah, how will a man, choose? Like how will a man choose? How man chooses a woman? Sir JC Lux, will you
Can you hear me?
Narinig ka namin. Ang tanong is, how do you identify a woman that you will like? Paano ka namimili ng babae? Yeah, parang ganda pakinggan kasi ako. Yeah. Maganda, Sir Jason.
Mahirap sagutin yan.
Paano mo
Hindi mo mahimay eh.
Yeah.
Well, Paano ba?
Mhm.
Kasi ako,
Basing
wife
on
ko
a
kasi.
real life experience, how did you
Yes,
choose
yes,
your
yes.
one? Yeah.
Actually, ang yung wife ko ngayon, naging kami niyan last like about 2006 ata. And then we separate. And then after few years, nagkita kami ulit. And then
Mhm.
naging kami. And then kinasal na kami.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
there's what called second chance. Uh, paano ko para sagutin yung
Yeah,
yung
yung
sabi
tanong
ni
is
Miss Pa?
paano mo siya pinili, no? How did you choose your woman?
Meron siyang ang asawa ko kasi meron siyang ugali na gusto ko.
Mhm.
Oh, meron siyang ugali, meron siyang isang ugali na gusto ko which is very very understanding.
All right. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, importante
Mm.
sa relationship kasi yung naintindihan ka ng partner mo eh.
Right, right.
Okay. So tapos na
Mm.
ako ha.
So
Okay,
so ang
it's your
imong
turn na.
ang imong qualification pala yung kanyang character. So
Yes.
you did not choose that woman. That woman came to you because when you choose
Ye-
a woman, you got to pursue her. But because she showed you how understanding she is, then you chose her, right?
Yeah, I choose her of course.
Sa mundo natin ngayon kasi, example, pag
I choose her and then eventually I don't know how to put it in one word, but
uh, uh,
my wife is very understanding. Really, she's
yeah,
very
that is
understanding.
after you knew her. But how about if you don't know a person? So, example, college ka, a lot of girls, pretty girls, college ka.
Ah,
How will you choose the woman that is right for you? Ano bang mga qualifications? So, balik tayo sa kwan, sa nagtanong nito. Ano bang sagot dyan?
Okay, okay. I have an answer to that,
no,
Bye
Pwede
Tad.
Miss Pa, do not answer that one unless Henry answer and then answer it. Ah?
Okay,
I know.
Just to
I
be
know.
fair
okay,
with
I
me.
have an answer. Okay, may may nakita akong video clip na by nature, ang mga lalaki daw ay ang una talagang nakikita or nagugustuhan is yung physical
Yeah,
appearance muna.
true.
Ano 'yan, nature 'yan. It
Yes.
in relation to ano ba 'yan, neurons, yun yung sa anatomy ng isang lalaki. So, number one talaga physical appearance. So,
Mhm.
'pag gusto mo siya, yung type mo siya, yung appearance niya, dun nagsisimula. And then
Mm-hmm.
once you get to know that person,
Attraction,
yun
yeah?
na, 'pag yeah, 'pag nakilala mo na siya, you get to know the person better or longer, dun na yun siguro magde-develop yung love na,
Right.
right?
You
So
cannot love a person without knowing the person. It's a fake love. Tama
yes,
ba? Yeah, yeah. You will only
yes,
start to love
yes.
a person once you know him or her.
So hindi pala
Yeah.
totoo yung love at first sight, no?
No, it's not. It's infatuation, and it's only a devil
It's just
working
like
in your head.
it's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
at first sight siguro.
Yeah, it's a devil. It's the devil working your head and making you a reason that you're in love at first sight. He is trying to make you love someone without reason. And love has a reason. Yeah. Sabi nga sa Corinthians kanina, love is patient. Yeah. So my result, ang love, mayroon siyang product. Yeah. Love without product or reason behind is not love. It's a work of the devil. Yes. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So do I have to answer the question or dun sa
Of
tanong?
course.
Yes, to be fair with us.
Okay, to be
Siyempre,
fair,
siyempre.
how will you choose your woman? Yeah. Well, personally, me I agree to Biden's. I am very attracted to a woman kapag siya ay maputi. Yeah. I am very attracted to a woman kapag siya ay well spoken. I am attracted to a woman kapag siya ay silent. Yeah. So I am not attracted to a woman that is not white skin. I am not attracted to a woman na madaldal, maingay. I am not attracted to a woman na curling hair. So that means these are my qualifications in my head. It's maybe a trick of the devil, but this is what my nabagit ni Sir Dance, what my neurons is telling me that is the kind of a person that I like. And then susunod na lang yung character. Because there will be so many women with a straight hair, with a light skin, and with a very calming voice. But you cannot marry them all, yes? If only I can marry them all. You cannot. So you got to qualify further. So parang nag-apply ng trabaho. When you select an applicant for a job, you want to have that perfect candidate that one day you can work with and then get success. Yes. The higher chance of getting success. Number one, the second layer of a qualification. Once, example, you got this straight hair, white skin, well-spoken woman, out of this community mo, you get 20. Okay, you cannot marry 20 girls, so you got to dip a little bit lower, deeper into that qualification. Is this woman capable to bring your child? Yes. Is this woman is coming from a family na might be some kind of prejudice sa yung mga paniniwala, no? For example, religion. Yeah, but for me, it doesn't matter about religion. But some people are, because they cannot marry a person if they are in different religion. The other aspect is this a kind of a woman is a woman that is not able to bear your child. And that is also part of the qualification. So once you narrow down your choices, you have about five. Okay, and then you narrow down, and then you will have that one woman. And then what you gotta do? Pursue that woman, no matter what. Just pursue the woman. Yeah, this is
Sabi
how you
yung
develop your love. Not just kung sino, whoever comes, then you bang it. That is poor judgment. That is a judgment of a beta man. Kung sino man lang ang mayroong 10 babae na gusto niya. Okay, niligawan niya lahat. Kung sinong sinagot, yun pinakasalan.
I have a question to the three of you.
Yes, yes. Okay, bago
In,
bago
in
tayo
the
continue, shout out muna tayo. German Freiley watching. Bin Real watching. Si Bin Real, I think is in Austria. Are you still in Austria, Bin Real? Siya yung asawa na aking pinsan. Okay, and then Rolando Lee Angeles, I think he is in Malaysia. Are you still in Malaysia, Roland? Thank you for watching. Yeah, I got a connection with one of our friends also who is in Malaysia. Kasama natin sa work. Si Roland is kasama ko sa work dati when we set up factories sa Clark, Pampanga. Yeah, yeah. So, salamat sa panonood nyo. By then, you have some watchers there that you want to, say hi.
Yes, yes. Meron tayong top fan dito from San Carlos City, Hanil Lim. Shout out to you. Good evening, Han. Kumusta dia?
Good evening.
Uh,
good
yeah,
evening.
very supportive sa atin to. Always watching from San Carlos City. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
Yeah, sorry to miss this message. Actually, yung name kanina na dot is actually not a Philippine. She is Africa. No, Filipina watching from Africa. Okay, so you can understand Filipino. She is in South Africa and she's watching us. Okay, shout out South Africa. Shout out South Africa is a
Shout
very
out South
Wow,
Africa.
we're
yeah,
coming
yeah,
global.
yeah. Sa mga viewers natin, they have a wrong conception about when you say Africa. Africa is a big continent.
Big
Napakalaking
continent.
continent. Is even bigger than United States. So there are a lot of very beautiful places in South Africa. It's not only desert. It's not only wilderness.
Yeah.
When you go south of Africa, yeah, you can see very diverse kind of people there. You can see white people. You can see black people living together. Yeah, it's a very nice place, and it's not a third world, place to live. Even fourth world. It's not the way we perceive, especially the Philippines. When you say Africa, Africa is a kind of a very remote place. No, it's not. It's not. Africa actually is right now. It's a rising. There is this organization called BRIC, and Africa is part of it. So yeah, shout out sa lahat ng Africa. Okay, Sir, okay, si Sir Roland pala, yung kasama ko dati, Roland Angeles, nasa SG na siya, nasa Singapore na siya. Sir, yeah, napakagaling to na engineer, no? I'm very happy you are doing good in your career. Yeah, yeah, shout out sa mga engineer dyan ng Phoenix Semiconductors. Dati, no, we set up this company in Clark. It is a subsidiary ng Samsung Electronics for memory modules, no? So we set up that a long time ago. And one of the colleagues is Roland Lee Angeles. Okay, shout out. Salamat po. So sailing pala siya sa coast of Africa. Okay, salamat po. So you're a sailor? Are you in a ship? Sorry, hindi ko mabasa ang name mo. That. If you can say your name, I can shout it out. Yeah, salamat po. And then mayroon tayong kaibigan na kilala ko do sa Reels, no. I sometimes when I'm free, nanonood ako ng mga live show, you know, meeting other people, you know. Our friends is not limited to our I think area, no. We can reach out. That is what is technology about. So one of the friends na meet ko is Lenny Planas. Napakaganda na babae ito at saka napakagaling kumanta. Ma'am Lenny, salamat sa iyong panonood at saka mabuhay. Nasa Kuwait ngayon si Ma'am Lenny. Maya-maya, I'm not sure, Monday na ba ngayon? Yeah, Monday na ngayon sa Kuwait. So, or Sunday night. So, probably hindi na siya mag-live. But mag-live siya, so we'll have to follow. I like her style, the way she handles the crowd and the people's feedback. Yeah, salamat, Ma'am Lani. We are here. Talking about this topic about relationship. Why some relationship fails. No, tapos umabot na tayo sa pinaka foundation ng relationship, which is childhood, di ba? And then when you got a child, you got a parent. So as a parent, kailan mo i-allow ang anak mo to go on dating? And then because we have established na kapag ang bata, no, is misguided, there is a high chance of him or her to go to teenage pregnancy, no, or children out of wedlock. So that is a sad part of that misguiding our children. So now the question has been raised, as a parent, kailan mo i-allow ang anak mo mag-date? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's ask Densho. Densho, may daughter ito eh.
Yeah.
Di ba? May daughter, sabi nga nila, okay lang pag lalaki. Kasi kahit balik na rin mo lalaki pa rin yan eh. So,
No.
but Densho, yeah, it's kind of exclusive statement. But let's hear from Densho as a father of a daughter. When will you think you will allow your daughter to go on dating? Okay, go on.
Yeah. So, okay. For me, I think pwede na siya mag-date pag na siya, 30 years old na siya.
30? 30 is half of her life.
Okay. Well, of course, you know naman as a father, we are very protective to our daughters, right? Like you said, okay lang pag lalaki yan, but when it comes to your daughter, you have a different approach. But okay, let's be realistic. Well, let me go back to what Miss Pa said, no? Yung mga parang guide na kung paano natin malalaman na ready na sila, right? So I guess it is an eye opener for me yung mga sinabi ni Miss Pa na okay, may guide pala dapat. Yeah, I mean parang dati hindi personally I didn't hindi ko naisip 'yon. But right now kailangan lang din talaga natin ng guidance nila. Rather i-guide natin sila, okay? As to kailan ka ba dapat magde-date, yung gano'n. But siguro for me I'm very open now. Kasi nga yun ang na tayo eh. Iba na yung time natin, iba na ngayon. So let's adapt to the
Okay,
time.
as a father of a daughter.
Yeah. Although may mga restriction ako, like Okay, okay. Isisingit ko lang ito,
Mhm.
Bakit kasi yung iba, yung mga kabataan ngayon ay masyadong early nagde-date?
Mhm.
Kasi
Aggressive.
nga, sa TV, yun 'di ba, sa TV yung mga love teams,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
masyadong
think
maaga
I think
nila
it's
ini-expose, pinapakita, 'di
mhm.
ba? Teenage, ano na, parang love team na, very young age. So
Mhm.
yung
Mm.
viewers, maliliit din, yun na yung
Yeah.
natutunan, 'di ba?
But you
Na,
got to
Yeah.
remember yung nasa TV
yeah,
is made to make money. This is a commercial thing, yes. That should be kind of emphasized
yeah,
to children, yes. Okay, so
yun,
as a
I
father
agree.
of a daughter, sorry, I have to raise again the question. Kailan mo i-allow yung anak mo mag-date? You answered 30. I know it's
Okay.
a joke, but yeah, can you,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and what is your reason why you
Ah,
choose the number?
ano, pardon? Ano yun?
Yeah, the question is, kailan mo i-allow yung anak? And then, what is the reason? What will be your reason behind that kind of rationale?
Okay. Well, if I can see that she is already fully independent, you know,
Mhm.
yung
Fully independent.
kayang-kaya niya
Okay.
na. Yeah, I mean,
Means she has her
financially
own
stable
house.
siya. Yeah, yeah, like that.
And
By
when
all
can you,
means.
because I got my own house at 33. So that means at 33? But yeah, probably
Okay,
I will
hindi
never have a
naman. Hindi
house.
naman.
I will never have a house if I didn't have family. So sometimes a
Oh,
family
yeah,
is
yeah.
making you a kind of forced move, to change your
Mm,
focus. Yeah. Anyway, that was my experience. But as a father by
I
then,
have can I butt
mm.
in?
okay, yeah.
Okay, please, please.
Okay. As long as our children, either a son or a daughter, as long as he or she is still in she's still in the university, I mean, she should focus more on the education rather than have like 50% on education and 50% studies and 50% on dating.
Oh,
That should not be the case. That
uh-huh.
should not be the case. Like, I mean, if you want to accomplish thing, you need to choose which side. You want to finish your studies, focus on your studies.
Hmm.
Then after that, it's like a process, like everything in life is a process, right? Do you agree with me?
Why is going to school so important and so related, attached to having a successful marriage? Why is it
It's for her future,
financial?
part of it,
No.
So
Yeah. It's a
yeah,
part of
yeah.
it.
I want to raise that
part of
kind
it.
of
Like
mhm.
example, uh, let's say when my daughter asking me, can I now allow somebody to date me? Of
Mhm.
course, what will be my answer? Oh no, of course. You're still studying.
Mhm. Mhm. So yeah, my
You should
question now is,
priority your study first.
Sir JC, why is education so emphasized by Filipino to determine a success or failure of a marriage? But before you answer that, I will just read these comments from our viewers. Sabi ni Ma'am Lenny Planas, for my two daughter, I am allowing at 18. So mayroon siyang age category, which is 18 is allowable time to go to marriage. So I would like to agree on that there should be some age. You cannot be just 15, even though if you are a millionaire, you cannot be just because you're just so blurred in terms of judgment. Sabi niya, pero di naman natin hawak ang isip nila. New generation na po kasi ngayon. Kaya I always guide na lang sila at nakikibagay ako sa mundo. Yun po ang feedback ni Ma'am Lenny. Salamat Ma'am Lenny. May feedback din si Starby no sa kanyang message dito. Basta niya, I allow her at that age of 18, no? So 18 din, no? But as I have said right now, I want them to have an open mind, okay? Then studying will stop or continuing at hindi daw mahinto yung pag-aaral, no? That's the only inspiration to their wants of studies. So I would just like to be kind. I'm not being radical here, but I'm just a kind of as a parent, I want us to have a kind of thinking beyond what we've been taught. That why is going to school is so attached to a successful or a failure marriage? Why? Yeah. So can you, Sir
Well,
J-Lux, would you kind of answer that?
okay, okay. Well, it doesn't matter. Like you say, if she's completed her studies, if she failed in marriage or not, that's not our, you know, that's not
Uh-huh. So,
our.
so why will you why will
She's
you why will you
yeah.
why will you put some kind of gate? You can only go to relationship after you go to college. Is it because you don't want to waste your money as a father?
No, it's not
What
about
is
that.
this behind?
You are helping your daughter securing her good future.
But
Can you
future is.
imagine? Can you imagine your daughter is studying because
Mm-hmm.
she has an exam, and then a boyfriend called to her and asked him, "Can you go out from the house and let's talk outside?" Do you think
Mm-hmm.
I'll be happy for that?
Why will you not be happy for that?
Of course not. It's
She
as a
will be
father, I
okay
will
with
not be
that.
happy for that.
Why is it? Because you fear that maybe she will flunk the grades and you lose the tuition fee money.
No, it's not. Of course, money is there. Of course, yeah, you are spending money onto it. Yeah, it's true. It's true, but see, you don't want your children to be have a, a ruined future because you allow him or her
Uh-huh.
to start a dating in while studying.
Uh-huh.
So you should teach you should teach your children that there is a priority in life.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I heard
Priority is very
some
important.
feedback from Ma'am Mispa, which I think I got some kind of very interesting answer from her. Paano yun, Ma'am Mispa? Why is it going to school is so important that it can be a determinant of a successful marriage or a failure marriage? Paano yun, Ma'am? Pakishare ulit.
Actually, Actually, hindi ko rin mag-gets kung bakit nalilink yung educational attainment with regards to giving the freedom of your children to go for a date. Yeah.
Mhm.
What I see that as I'm listening to both of you, you're pointing out that, which could be partly true, that some parents would rather, because as the children's education is the primary responsibility ng mga parents. Okay? And partly it's true na while I am doing this giving you this responsibility, I'm providing you this education as much as possible. I do not want also to first not to fail because it will also be preparing you in the future. Secondly, if you really, it will lead into my other point that I've shared earlier. Remember, psychologically ready, emotionally ready, financially ready. So as long as your child is already a graduate, at least this child has a higher probability, higher chance that she she could get or he could get a job,
Mm,
and
mm.
that will lead into the
Right.
financial capability. And like what Densho is saying, it's all about whether she is independent already or
Mm, yeah,
so.
yeah. But then you have some other thought about that. Why is this education so important, especially college education for a man or a woman to finish that? And because most of us Filipino think that this is the determinants, one of the determinants of a successful marriage or a failed marriage. What's your thought about that?
Okay. I think um I think we have talked about this, yung
Mm-hmm,
tayong dalawa lang,
mm-hmm,
that at present, okay, personally, kung hindi ka man lang magdodoktor or mag-i-engineer or yung mga
mm-hmm.
talagang
Scientist.
profession na kailangan ng mga license, right?
Highly paid. Mm-hmm,
Na, yeah, I think kung yun yung target mo, yeah, pursue the education.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Pero 'pag hindi naman, I mean, as we can see right now, maraming
mm-hmm,
yumayaman, maraming kumikita na kahit hindi na nagtapos ng pag-aaral,
Mhm,
right?
mhm,
Now, in relation to relationship, okay, hindi rin natin talaga malalaman na
mhm,
'pag graduate ka o hindi ka graduate ay
mhm.
magiging factor 'yan ng, a
Success or
good
failure.
relationship or, a success for yeah. Hindi rin talaga natin malalaman 'yan, eh.
Ma'am Miss, but
Nasa
to say
couple lang
I,
something.
wa-
talaga
I want
'yan.
to add up. I
Uh,
want to add up to that. To me personally, if I were to say that oy, tapusin mo muna your studies, yeah, because I'm guilty of that. I also told my daughter about it. You better be independent. You have to put a name of yourself before you even want to ask someone to fill the void in you, yeah. Pero ang point ko dyan is actually it's a good way to delay. Yung statement na yan is a delaying tactic kasi can you imagine the chances ng anak natin when they meet, it's different to meet men or their love interest during college versus the type of men that she could possibly meet when she's already in the workforce. 'Di ba? At ibang level na ang maturity talaga pag nagtatrabaho na yung anak natin. So it's a way of delaying and telling your child na just wait for a while until matapos mo yan. And then they are able to develop that anong tawag diyan, yung parang resilience na rin na
mhm,
to
mhm,
really yung delayed gratification ba na the moment I am done with this, I am not only going to meet this kind of man, I am going
mhm.
to meet, possibly different men with all of my qualifications na nilolong niya. Kasi like
Right,
what
right,
Henry putting
right.
up.
Mhm. Ma'am Miss pa, mayroon ditong comment galing kay Starby. Yung mga tagbo-tagbo daw, sila to find a way kasi magbinuwang. Sabi niya, kaysa magtagbo-tagbo sila to find way, magbinuwang sila, na ngayon sa new generation is not like before na conservative. Andyan ang conservative sa kanila pero hindi tayo mahigpit sa kanilang freedom. So, yung sinasabi
No,
niya yata
it's
dito
all
na,
about setting
yeah.
it's all about setting expectations sa anak mo. Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you're already expecting na magtagpo-tagpo or
Tagbo-tagbo.
magtabo-tabo,
Oh,
ah so
tagbo ba?
it's really about showing the expectations or giving them your very own expectation as a parent,
Right,
and we
right,
can
right.
all do that. This is still in our hands na
Mhm.
pag sinabi natin na because I have seen, let's even use examples of celebrities. So let's use the example of Tony Gonzaga. So alam mo
Mhm.
yun yung parenting style ng parents nila, di ba? How they even put up a rule, yeah, for the two girls na if you're really going to go for a date, they set a curfew. And
Mhm.
they really put up a rule that the men should really send you. They fetch
Mhm.
you, they really have to
Right.
send you in one piece. Kahit sobrang layo yung distances ng mga bahay nila. And also, bawal din yung rule, for example, na nasi-share nila on social media na bawal sa kanila yung mag-overnight trip. Yeah,
Right.
so really setting, talagang yun yung point ko na when you set this kind of example, yeah, so ano yung magiging yung consequences? Kasi that's
Mhm.
exactly the whole point. You want to go for a relationship because you want to go for marriage, but are you
Right.
really even able to do your own self-control?
Right.
Yeah, how to even teach your own kids later
Yeah.
on.
Sabi dito ni Ma'am Lenny Planas, open-minded as a parent, no? As long as di nila mapabayaan ang pag-aaral nila, ang priority nila ang pag-aaral nila. Lagi ko sinasabi sa kanila, makatapos lang sila ng studies nila, they are free to do what they want to do. Yeah. Yun ang sabi ni Ma'am Lenny Planas as a mother to her daughters. Okay, so yeah, the question is still up there. Bakit kailangan magtapos sa pag-aaral muna bago makipag-date? Coming from three parents na nasa show ngayon and then sa feedback sa ating mga viewers, it all points out that yeah, pag-aaral is very important para you allow your child or your daughter or your son to go to dating. Yeah, so it's a common denominator. From my point of view, if I am to ask this question, well, the reason behind there is a science behind why school are being established. School in the beginning when life is just so early. Yeah, we don't need school. Yeah, we don't need education. Yeah, Vikings don't go to education, but they are still very successful in their lives. Yes, but why is it now this new generation kind of very focusing on education to determine success or failure? Well, I tried also to think about that for several years now. Why is education? Because sabi nila, ang dami na ngayon, hindi naman nagkatapos ng college. Why they are more successful and they even hire people that has doctorate? These guys, this is a platform that we use. This is not made by a college bachelor degree guy. Yeah, the guy who
Dropout.
make the guy who make millions of dollars out there. Yeah, using that Microsoft things. They don't have that kind of education. Yeah, and even they have a failure life in the start of their life. They have failed
Yeah,
life.
let me interrupt. Let me interrupt. But you notice na the moment kung kailan nagpakasal, kailan nagpumasok sa relationship, na declaring yung relationship ng owner ng platform natin ngayon,
Yeah,
di ba? It still goes back to the maturity of the person.
yeah, yeah.
So hindi talaga yan maano sa age talaga eh.
So
Kasi
you mean to say, madam, at school, a person can develop maturity. Yes.
Henry, physiologically, kaya nga
Mhm.
tayo merong kasi nagde-develop pa rin yung brain ng mga kabataan,
Ah,
even at teenage. Kaya ang explanation ko kanina, it's not only about these aspects, dinidevelop natin yung practices nila with regards to even their own peers, how they even do their
right.
own how they develop friendships, how they communicate their own feelings sa kanilang mga friends. So, yan natututunan nila during these prime years. So, kaya hindi ko talaga malalagyan ng age kung kailan na by 18 or what, kung samantalang at 18, yung anak naman natin ay nasa bahay lang at hindi naman na-expose pala sa mga children or peers of different sex, di ba? Kaya hindi talaga sa age yan na masasabi na when you're 18 for example, okay, you can already, and then you trust that they will focus on
But
their
18 is
relationship.
a allowable age by law. That's why, yeah. To get married.
But
Yeah,
that's
so
for a different topic. Yeah.
right. So for this kind of
I have something to say.
okay, sige, Jason looks.
Okay. Since we are talking about the studies before study first before dating, what I'm trying to emphasize is that we should emphasize. I mean, I'm trying to emphasize about the priorities in life. The priorities. If you are a student, you remain a student. That is your priority. Because see, there are a lot of young teens now, teenager that they say that this is my vision. This is my vision in life. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. Yes, you have this vision in life, but you don't have a goal. What is the goal of a parents to the children is to let them finish the study first, and then as a daughter or as a son, you need to priority your studies because you have the goal. Setting a vision without a goal is useless.
Yeah. Yeah, shoutout ko lang si Corexman, ating PNP officer, ating leader ng One Gun Pilipinas, responsible owner, gun owners ng Philippines. Corexman, salamat bro. Sir, salamat sa iyong panonood dito sa aming show. By the way, i-advertise ko lang dito, we also have another show with Corexman. This is about gun education, responsible ownership of gun. We will have to live it on air by beginning next week. Sir Corexman, salamat po at magandang gabi po dyan sa inyo. Okay? Sa amin ni Ma'am Lenny nga, sabi nga niya, for them as parents, gusto lang natin maging successful ang ating mga anak. Yes. Yeah, no parent want or wish their children to fail. But in reality, there are children that fail. And there are parents also that fail. So, babalik ko yung question uli, no? Bakit pa rin ang ating gating is that you got to finish studies first. and then you can go to dating. Yeah. So yeah, yung sa school kasi ang dami mo matutunan eh. Not only dating, you will learn you mold your character, your attitude, you deal with people, especially if you are not a bored student. Meaning you are not a student who has a kind of a lazy attitude. You involved with organization, we involved with school things. You get good grades, then you will not think about dating. Actually, it will just come to you. If you're a bored woman, a bored person, what you do is go to school and then empty-handed. Then is kasi sa akin if you date and then hindi ka ready, sabi ni ma'am, you're just doing it because you are bored, and then
Yeah.
sometimes boredom
Word.
the consequence, consequence, worst consequence is that you will bear a child out of wedlock, and you are ruining the life of that child actually, just because you're bored. Yeah. So, going to school is not really a kind of a requirement in order for you to do date. But if you are in school, you develop a character, you develop ability to communicate not only to yourself, not to your friends, but to your teachers, to other people. If you are active at school, then you also have a kind of develop of the discipline. For example, guys, I've been hiring some engineers, some people to work with me. The number one thing that I see is the education background. Why is it the education background? Tinitingnan ko. When a guy makes a good grades at school, there's a high chance that this guy will do also good work. Yeah, he can do good job at school. Why he cannot do good job at my work? But if you see some children, some guy who has a kind of flanking, probably this guy has also this kind of flanking attitude in real life. That is because hindi mo kilala ang tao eh. The only way to know is by resume. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you have to pray that you choose the right person. So the only determinant as a hiring person, yeah, his education. That's the only kind of a statement, document na pwede mong gawing reference na tingnan mo ang kanyang, ang kanyang TOR. Oh, this guy has a good grades. This guy has five subjects taken 5 times. One subject taken 5 times. What's wrong with this guy? And the subject is about science. Yeah, oh, this guy can handle science. Yes. Yeah. So that is my take on that. Why education is very important, because at school, whether it's college, community college, university, or high school, you develop yourself as a person there. You develop that character of a survivor, a character of a person who solves problem, character of a person, to able to communicate to other people. Yeah. So
Mm.
all right. Yeah. So that's the benefit. It's not really that we lack the future of our son or children or daughter getting education and then you get married because that will determine success. It's not. There are so many high professional people that have about more than 5 marriages. They cannot make up their mind. Sino nga ang sawahin? So they got this divorce every now and then. Yeah. So yeah, that is a kind of a thing from me. Yeah. The way I understand. Okay, before we proceed, meron tayo ditong watcher, si Ipo Orof Ampatuan. Tol, salamat sa papanonood at meron tayong shoutout sa mga Scouts Royal Brotherhood dyan, nanonood sa atin, ano? Nawala yung kanyang message kanina, masyadong madami na eh. So, salamat po bro sa inyong panonood at salamat Marisa Bueno, Pierre. Salamat sa panonood. Marisa Bueno, sis is watching from Hanoi, Vietnam. See, we are broadcasting worldwide. Hanoi, Vietnam. It's a very, very nice place.
Shout out
Clean.
Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam is now kind of a rising economy. Yeah, just
Yeah.
like Philippines. Yes. Salamat po, Hanoi, Vietnam. Hopefully makabisita tayo dyan one of these years. Yep.
Yeah.
So, yun. Okay. Yeah, now, would you like to take some kind of a 1-minute break? Kasi meron tayong mga importante pang tanong eh. Yeah? Sige, Bidens.
With that, we are almost reaching the 2-hour mark sa pagla-live
1:39.
natin.
Right,
Now,
yeah.
the big question, okay, or rather, yung hindi pa natin napag-uusapan, Bakit naghiwalay si Catherine at si Daniel?
Yeah. That is also relationship. Yeah. Are they ready? Did they went
Yeah,
to school
yeah.
before they do the dating? Natapos ba nila pag-aaral nila bago sila nag-date? Is a
Obviously,
joke.
no.
Yeah. Muna, shoutout muna ako kay Emily Auman, kababayan natin, San Carlos City. Emily, shoutout. Salamat sa panonood mo. Okay. Shoutout din, One Gun Pilipinas, ano, mga kaibigan natin dyan, mga kabrad natin, responsible gun owners. Okay, salamat po. Yes, One Gun Pilipinas, New Jersey, New York. Ako po yung representative dito. Salamat po at mag-break muna tayo, Bidens. Ma'am Misbah, would you like
Okay.
to take some
Okay.
60-second break? 1 minute?
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Hanggang
and
ano ba,
well,
hanggang ano tayo? Hanggang anong oras tayo?
yeah, that should be about 30 minutes more or 1 hour more. Yeah, we
20
Until we
minutes
drop.
more. 20
uh,
minutes more.
yeah. Mayroon tayong next question not a question is a topic na i-kuan sa atin, i-dissect sa atin ng ating guest, Ma'am Miss Pat saka Sir Jason Lux. Okay, yeah. Right. So before we proceed on that, let's take a break. Okay? Yeah. I also
Right.
take
Okay.
Sure, sure, sure.
kuha na ako ng tubig. Okay, guys? Yep. Wait a moment.
Oh, shout out. Akong amigo Juan Benedict Elorza. Shout out to you. Good evening, bye. Kumusta dia? Thanks for watching. To our viewers, we are currently on break. So, ang pinag-uusapan po namin ngayon ay about relationship. Bakit kailangan magtapos sa pag-aaral muna bago makipag-date ang inyong anak? So, please share your thoughts. Pwede kayong mag-comments dyan. Kung saan man kayo nanonood, we are live via Facebook and also on YouTube. Magandang gabi sa lahat. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are watching all over the world. Thank you all for watching. Please follow me on Facebook, The Den Show. I am also present in YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. The Den Show pa rin. So, wala pa ang aking mga co-host. Ako muna ngayon ang inyong lingkod. Good evening to all. Mag-comment lang kayo dyan to be acknowledged para ma-shout out. Kumusta ba ang lahat? Sa San Carlos gabi, naka-feel ba mo og linog? May linog gabi, right? In southern Philippines, somewhere in Surigao del Sur and somewhere in Davao. Ako medyo naka-feel ko uyo gabi, almost 11 o'clock. How about you?
By din asa ang earthquake?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Very good discussion. Salamat. Salamat. And now, the next topic, very, very heavy. Napakabigat nito. I'll just write it down here. Why relationship fails. Uh, even parents are the best. Yeah? Why still fail? Yeah? Bakit mayroon pa rin mga anak natin or mga anak na ibang tao still fail? Even we have set up the stage for them already. Okay, I'll just have it on our screen. Okay. Okay. Right. So I have kind of put this into kind of a construction. This may be very broad. Kanina napag-usapan natin kanina yung kwan. Yeah, we set up the stage for our children. Hey child, you go to school. Hey child, I will educate you. Hey child, you respond like this. Hey child, I will close you. Hey child, in this house, I'm guiding you. And yet, yeah, even though how perfect is the stage set up for them, why still a relationship fail? Yeah. That's kind of a heavy. We may look at to some celebrity how they raise their child. Some of those celebrities or people that we know are raising their children, and they're so proud of that. And yet it is a fact that it doesn't guarantee anything when it comes to successful marriage of their children. They may show it up to other people that hey, this is how I raise my kid, but yeah, you come back to them, hey, what will it guarantee then? Does it guarantee, or is it just your ego showing your way of raising your children, setting up the stage for your children, but it has nothing really to do with your success or failure of your children. So, yeah, nagkuhan ako, nag-prepare ako ng salabat eh. Para hindi tayo mapaos. So, before tayo mag-proceed, let me just kind of invite everyone again. Please follow our guest Facebook account, Instagram. Miss Pa's account is the MIZ Stylist, your image and styling consultant. She is kind of focusing on the development of women's fashion, like dressing and attitude, character building. And she's broadcasting in Malaysia, Melaka, live. Thank you, Miss Mispa. Please follow him. And yeah, you may go to her account, Facebook, visit her, makikita nyo yung mga free tutorial, the very simple of color matching, as a woman, that is a very critical for you. Remember, women, men are attractive physically first. We are not yet concerned about your attitude. We don't know your attitude. You cannot walk around and say, I am a helpful woman. Hey, I am a lovable woman. You don't say that. You bear yourself according to what you wear, and then you attract people that possibly your partner or husband in the coming years of your life. And another friend of us is JC Lux. He is our a friend who is broadcasting from Dubai, Middle East. Salamat by JC Lux. Looks like yung visual mo is a kind of nawawala. Yep, now it's okay. Yep, thank you for that. Jason Luke is also advocacy of a strong family, and he is kind of a guy who he's also kind of promoting family values. Yeah, salamat by Jason Lux. Please follow him in his Facebook and his YouTube account. Salamat po. And together with me is Dan Show. The Dan Show, I'll make you smile. He is broadcasting from Central City, Negros Occidental. He's a good friend of mine, and please follow him sa kanyang Facebook account, The Dan Show. If you want some kind of entertainment that is free, sometimes entertainment is expensive, but at The Dan Show you can have entertainment, for free. Yeah, he does this for free to us. This is his gift to us, and also me, That's Daily. You can check my Facebook. This is a kind of a random kind of post that I do because actually I'm not a blogger. I would rather think that I am a kind of influencer. I would like to kind of share of my small knowledge to some small people that may need this kind of skill, passing forward what I have learned. So with this show, I hope we can reach you. And please be open. And if you have some kind of thoughts, comment. And if you want, you can join. This show can accommodate 10 people all together at one screen. But let's just not talk all together. Isa lang, yeah. And the good thing about this is that you can live broadcast this at your Facebook account. If you, I'll send you the link. You click on that, and then it will become a live broadcast stream to your Facebook or IG. And this will become your kind of a live show. Not only the two of the spectator. This will become your show, so the views will go credited to your individual accounts. Okay, salamat po sa quick introduction, mid introduction. So yeah, mabalik tayo sa topic natin, which is right. Why relationship still fails, no? So may mali tayo dyan, still fails, no? Yeah, still fails. Even as parents, we tried our best to set up a perfect stage. Okay. Given our age, we don't have child yet na nasa marrying stage. I don't have. Maybe Dance don't have. Mispa don't have, and JC Lux don't have. However, this guest of ours kind of very wide reader. They have observed the situation. They may share to us why is the reason, why still a fail? You have some very fancy, very grandeur, very perfect stage for a young guy, and yet in his marriage life, he still. Do we have some feedback? I think one of us is using two terminals. Yeah, you got to mute that
I
other
hear
terminal.
feedback.
Yeah, maybe it's Jason looks he's changing from one phone to another. If you do that, sir, you got to, yeah, you get to mute that other terminal para hindi siya magka-create ng echo. No, it's doing still an echo. When Sir Jason, look, if you are, yeah, nawawala ang echo. So the echo should be coming from you. Do you use two terminals? Yeah, but there's some noise. If I mute you, then nawawala ang noise. Mhm. Okay.
No, okay.
Anyway, yeah,
Nawala na.
yeah, na it's okay.
Yeah.
So, ibato na natin tong tanong sa ating dalawang guest. Medyo mabigat ito. Yeah. Siyempre, ladies first palagi yan eh. Ladies first. Yeah, ladies first palagi. Why still a relationship fails? Even parents have set up the perfect stage. What do you think, ma'am?
I see. Maybe I can give two scenarios. One could be they don't have enough shared interests. And the second is all about they're not able to provide the love language of another person. So, balikan natin yung other couples na may situation na long distance relationship. Yeah. So some long distance relationship can work very fine. And that is because I could see I have one example of a long distance relationship na talagang for 25 years na nagtatrabaho abroad ang asawa and the wife, their relationship and the wife is able to raise the kids very well, and then only to find out when I've interviewed casually, the love language of the wife is actually gifts. And yeah, that's one. Her primary love language is gift, and the other is encouraging words. So nabibigay ang mga bagay na yon even though the husband is away. But can you imagine if the wife has a love language of quality time, okay, and acts of service? So, and then the wife is alone taking care of the kids. So,
Yeah.
walang tumutulong sa kanya, siya lahat, siya nagbabantay
Yeah,
ng mga anak, ng mga ganyan.
The question is, it's about failed relationship of your child.
No,
Even you set up
I'm answering.
even if you set up as a parent, you set up the stage.
Oh,
Yeah, you set up the
okay.
stage for your child to become successful. You educate him, you dress him well, you fed him well, you brought up in a good environment na wala siyang nakikita negative, or she only see or he only sees a family that has mother, father, but and yet in his own life he still fail. Why? Why still? What is the factor of that then?
No, my answer could still apply. My answer could still apply. Yeah,
Mhm.
kasi the moment that your child enters into a relationship, separate ka na doon as a parent. So
Yeah.
after you have already set up the platform for them, prepare them, coach them, provided everything for them, and yet when
Mhm.
they go into a relationship, it's only your child and the partner. So nandun na yung mag-fail kasi possibly hindi naman talagang magkakaiba yung interest ng dalawa. And they may have misunderstood it during the infatuation stage, and then only to realize later on na, ay hindi naman pala, which is exactly the point of dating. 'Di ba? Kaya nagde-date muna para magkaalaman muna because you are practicing how to even provide emotional needs of each other, how to even be a friend to that partner, to your partner. So, naandyan yun. Mag-a-apply pa rin yung sagot na yon. Why they would even fail? Hindi na yan babalik dun sa parents na this is in consideration na bigay ng parents yung proper guidance, yung everything that the child needed, and the parents have assessed na talagang mature na yung anak niya. Sabi na natin, nag 30 years old na, naka-ano na. So, papasok na yan dun sa kung paano nag-establish ng relationship yung anak natin. And ina-apply kung paano mag-give love and to even receive love.
Yeah, and as a parent, we always defend our child. Yeah, when our family breaks and our child comes to us, we always think that our child is in the correct position to do the decision of that breakup because alam natin sila, no? Yes. So, let me ask this to JC Lux. JC Lux, when a relationship ng iyong anak, marriage of your child or daughter, son, will fail, will you consider yourself as a part of the problem, or is this kagaya ng sabi ni Ma'am Mispa, it is only the individual choice of your son or your child to fail it, even though you already set up the perfect stage for them? Will you still be part of that problem when they fail in their life?
Yeah, well, again, to answer the question, if I'm still, if I'm part of my daughter relationship failure, yung diniscuss natin kanina about giving her the education first, priority. Well, pag you're talking about sa anak, di ba, kung papasok na siya into marriage life, right?
And it failed.
And it fails.
Yes.
So, how do you answer that one? It's too complex.
Right.
Hindi
we have seen so many educated people. We have seen so many educated men and women, and yet they cannot even succeed a single relationship. They have 5 or 3 divorces, and so as a parent of that person, do you think the parent has something to do with that?
I think no.
And why?
That is why it's very important that you have to emphasize to your children the priorities in life.
Yeah, but
like for example, no. Just like for example, we discussed before the education before dating. So we teach them their priorities in life. Now they come to the stage that they want to get married, to settle down, and then they fail the relationship, right? So my question is, your question is, is the parents still part of it? For me, no. Because
so they made their own failure.
Yeah, because they have their own decision making in life.
So what made their own failure? If you have set the stage perfect, what's the factor that made them
might be in terms of like example, they think that they are in love, but they are not.
But you already educate them how to choose a person, how to choose a partner. Are you saying that they choose the wrong person? So that means if they choose the wrong person, your education was not enough.
No, the education the education is for her personal life. Like for example, you're getting into a relationship. It's your personal decision that you think that she's ready. I am ready. I'm in love with this guy. I am spiritually prepared and mentally prepared and emotionally prepared. Everything's there.
As a parent, you set this kind of checklist. Yes, this checklist, parent.
Yeah. It comes to the point that as human as we are, we're still human. At the end of the day, we're still human. There's always a called what do you call this one? The term is contentment. What do you call this one? Maybe, perhaps, that daughter, she's not able to lose the expectation that.
So you as a father, you got a checklist. You made your checklist as a father that will success of your daughter. Yeah, and yet there is this situation. Daughter may fail. So you can go back to the question: is the checklist not enough?
Well, maybe
Mamiss pa,
no, 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 no,
nakamute kayo. Nakamute
no,
kayo. Maybe you can jump in,
no, no. They have their own decision making, and
Yeah,
if
so
that
if,
decision
if,
making,
if
no,
this
no, just
succeeded,
listen.
uh-huh.
No, if that decision making is bound to fail, like
Mhm.
example, decision making in into a marriage, and it is if it's failed, then you just have
Yeah,
to
so
support them.
when it failed, what went wrong? Why it failed? You have set up the perfect stage.
Okay.
What went wrong? What is the problem? Bakit naghiwalay sila ng asawa niya? Bakit he become a faithful father? When you already set up
Maybe
for him at the early life niya.
there's a lot of factor. We couldn't
Yes,
decide
yes.
about
Yeah.
that.
So
Who was the
anybody
reason?
can share the thoughts why after setting up all the checklists to become you're setting up your child to become the man that he is to be, and yet at the end of his life, maybe once we're long gone, our child still fail. Yeah. So yeah, there is this
So
kind of
definitely
situation.
it's not
Yeah.
definitely it's not about the checklist that
Mhm.
kahit
Correct.
na nagawa na nila lahat ng checklist na check
Yeah, yeah,
na,
yeah.
and yet it's not a guarantee. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
who
like
will guarantee then?
it will so in the end, I would say na talagang the moment na pumasok na sila doon, the question is let's say na talagang nag-fail na, how soon did it fail? Okay, so it's a
Mhm,
big
mhm.
difference. So how soon did it fail? Because we know that marriage requires a lot of work. So hindi yan na parang paano ba natin masasabi yung marriage na hindi yan yung parang
Yeah, yeah.
um nag
Shout out muna kay Jane Nograles, kasama natin, kaklase natin sa San Carlos City, sa CSTR. Thank you for watching. Salamat po. Okay. GM Nograles,
Hi, GM.
watching from Pasig. Sorry, Madam Miss Pa, I just have to name, mention the name ng ating good friend. So, yeah, please continue.
Yeah, so like what I've said, hindi yan guarantee and it requires a lot of work. And the moment na talagang pinasok na nila yan, doon nila yan i-work out talaga, they will have to fight for that kind of marriage.
Mhm, mhm,
And
mhm.
if we say na talagang nag-fail pa after 40 years, definitely if we are engineers here, masasabi na natin there will be an outlier, di ba?
Uh-huh.
Kasi it has worked well in the past 30 years, why it suddenly failed? So may masasabi na tayo na yun, may ibang factor na yan. Nandun na yung
Mhm,
pumasok yung attraction na naman sa iba. O kasi,
mhm,
bakit? Dahil tumatanda na yung isa. So,
mhm.
example yan. But if the marriage failed right after, sabihin na natin, just yung very insane na narinig ko about a
3
failed
years,
marriage, 2 weeks. No, 2 weeks
2 weeks. Wow.
marriage.
After they got
Dito,
married,
yeah,
2 weeks.
they
Yeah.
were married for just 2 weeks and they filed for divorce
Mhm.
because they cannot, hindi nila kayang,
Uh-huh.
hindi
Kinasal
sila
ba sila sa Las Vegas?
no, it's not,
Sa Las Vegas kinasal yun.
Las Vegas
There's
here.
some kind of a
But the
marriage.
compatibility, they realize their compatibility, differences nila of the differences of their
Okay.
interest na
So that
sobrang
case,
layo pala.
so that case, madam, yung 2 weeks old marriage, will you say that the parents of that man and woman failed?
I would say partly yes, yeah. Because hindi na ibigay yung expectation at hindi na ibigay, it's obviously hindi na prepare yung mga anak na yon on what marriage is all about.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Di ba? So, hindi talaga na-prepare. So, ibig sabihin, if I'm a parent, I have not maybe allowed my child to even meet men na in a very casual way. Paano ba? Talagang ini-endorse lang ba natin yung mga anak natin? Just, oh, this one is a potential, this one is... No,
Mm-hmm.
we don't. We send our kids to school so that they can socialize and they can learn how to navigate in this kind of situation. They can learn how to understand emotions, di ba? Kaya masasabi ko, balik ako sa tanong mo, masasabi ko, yes, the parents may have actually failed in how to really put up the expectation to their children when they
Right,
got into
right,
marriage,
right.
and how they themselves have been blinded into even arranging a very grandiose wedding,
Yeah,
and then suddenly these couple would say, oh, we could not do it together. Yeah, so
right,
back and
right.
forth, it's quite serious.
Yeah, so that brings open another topic about breakup. When a relationship breaks, is it a fault of a man or fault of a woman? Let's go to Biden show. Biden show. Would you like to share this kind of answer on this? When a relationship fails, what is who is at fault? Is it a fault of a woman or fault of a man? When a marriage break, you know, uh,
Marriage, marriage, not just
Mm.
yeah,
dating, marriage.
yeah, marriage is a kind of a
Marriage.
boundary. So when a marriage breaks, is it a fault of a man or fault of a woman, or is it a fault of both, or no one to be blamed?
Okay, very good question. For me, depende talaga sa situation yan eh, no? I
Mhm,
mean, some people might think na yung situation ng mag-asawa ay ang simple lang naman, bakit pa naghiwalay, 'di ba? But for the 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 parties involved, gaya nga ng sinabi ni Miss Pa na kahit 2 weeks lang yung pagsasama nila, they find out na, this will not work. Parang gano'n, 'di
mhm,
ba? So I think, sino ba talaga ang dapat sisihin? Okay, mahirap na ano 'yan, eh. Kung kunyari kung yung lalaki yung nagkasala, 'di ba? O siya yung nagkulang or yung babae yung may sala, 'di ba? So I think for me, kung sino yung may at fault ay siya yung talagang kailangan na ano,
mhm.
ayan, ang cause ng
But both
fail
sides
fail,
claim they are correct.
yes,
Normally,
yes.
marriage, both sides
Either of
claim
the
yeah. So yeah, yeah. So the question now is that w- when a relationship fails, who is at fault? Is the fault of a woman or a fault of a man?
yeah, yeah.
A fail is talking about divorce, talking about separation, talking about living,
Mm,
separate from each other. When you have a family that has some problem, it's not failure. It's just the two people trying to work out together the problem. Yes, you're still together. It's not a failure. No family that has no problem. No husband and wife that doesn't confront each other's mistake. Yeah, but this is a two people trying to work it out. But if you decide to go divorce, go separation, go some annulment, then you can conclude that marriage is a fail. So now, when a marriage fail with that definition, who is at fault? Is it the fault of a woman, or is it because the man is too weak to handle family problems? By JC Lux, would you like to answer that?
Okay. Uh, that question is too, it's too general. Like it's just cite as an example. Like example, like the husband is responsible to provide for family, for children, education, to provide for wife. So that's one thing that slowly the family will start to create uh, an ugly atmosphere because the father is very responsible in as husband, and then the wife, perhaps the wife, how hard the wife tried to fix to fix his husband, that you have he has to feed his husband that you need to do this, that you need to do this like that, and still it doesn't work. So that means that's why it's very important to cite an example why the marriage fails.
Mm-hmm.
The case that I raised is the husband is very responsible.
Mm-hmm.
On that the husband is responsible, maybe perhaps because perhaps she's full out of love.
You're out of the video. Your video is kind of dim.
So she's out of
Yeah, no, nice back.
yes. So that's one thing that one thing for sure that the marriage become a failure because of the husband, like the example that I raised to you is very irresponsible.
Okay. For everyone and yeah, some viewers natin, I have this kind of illustration. Let's go back to the very origin of man at Garden of Eden. Yeah. When Eve make that mistake, do you think if Adam did not give in to the temptation, do you think man will fall into this fallen state as we are now? If the man just becomes strong, if the man just stood up for what is right or what has been instructed by the Lord, will the man be fallen? It's a question. I would like to ask this question. I know this is very heavy question, but yeah, please, anybody can answer on that. Yeah.
To answer that question, uh, Adam failed being the authority of between him and her.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one with authority, so he's the one deciding either either to obey what or obey to follow it. Okay, you because of that serpent that you need to listen. What something like that. So he failed as a
Remember, Adam and Eve did not make mistake or commit a sin at the same time. Yan, nauna ang babae, tapos ang lalaki. The same is true sa marriage. Marriage don't happen the same all together. Problems don't come together all the time at one time. Yeah, problem comes gradually, and then it's a time to break. So the question now I want to raise is that when marriage fail, when a marriage fail, is it a fault of a man or of a woman or both or none? It's a fault of nobody. It's just that it happened. For other people na join lang. We are talking. We define a fair relationship, marriage relationship is that when both a husband and wife live separately, divorce, annulment, or just live separately and take their own life individually. No longer husband and wife. That is a failed relationship. When a relationship, husband and wife, is everyday quarreling, that is not a failure. It's just two people, fighting because they want to work it out. So let's
Agree.
go back to the question. When a relationship fails, when marriage fails, is it the fault of a man or fault of a woman, fault of both, or is it no one to blame? Makinig tayo sa ating guest na si Madam Mamis pa kasi kailangan natin ng female voice. Ano po? Mamis ba, would you like to answer that? Sabi ko answer that,
Para
mayroon
sa
dito natin
akin,
kay Starvey. Ma'am, sorry. Basahin ko lang para tuloy-tuloy yung ating kwan. Sabi niya, para sa kanya, boss na, mistake ng couple, no? Dalawa. Yung man at saka woman, para sila may sala. Okay? Sige. Thank you for that comment, Starvey. So, Madam, Miss Pa, please continue.
I agree with the answer ng viewer natin. To me, it's the concern of both. Kasi in
Concern or
marriage,
is a boss is at
both,
fault.
both,
At
it's
fault.
both. Yeah.
Of course,
Why do I say this? Let me back that up. When we talk about marriage, it's already the two of you committing. Natural yan, na talagang, because we are all not perfect. One, either the man could make a mistake, either the woman could make a mistake. Kahit sabihin na natin from a very simple mistake to a very isang pinakamalaking mistake na magagawa ng ano, pwede yan. But what they failed about to work out is how to resolve conflict together.
Right.
Yan. And how to even show forgiveness of each other. And dyan, sa two factors lang na yan, which is also part of the pre-marriage course and the marriage course that we are also facilitating, dalawa yan yung na-fail nyo. Because it's normal. You do not expect that the person is really perfect because we are not God. Yeah, so we can commit a mistake, but it's how the two of you try to resolve that.
We are
And
falling
how
from the
the
state of godless. Yeah.
yeah,
Because of
and
sin.
how the two of you can be able to forgive each other, and how the two of you can really stand up together and say, yes, let's do this again. And
But
how committed the two of you are.
the problem with this forgiveness, you forgive one person as long as she forgives you, or he forgives you. If not, then he will not or she will not reconcile.
No, for a relationship,
Yeah,
Henry, for marriage, we have to accept it. For a healthy and a successful marriage, it's your covenant. Yeah, so it's
Right.
your covenant. So, kasi nandun na tayo mga, ang mentality kasi ngayon ng tao, parang ginagamit na rin natin yung, alam mo yun, yung parang throwaway mentality na
Right, right,
kapag hindi
right.
na nag-work, kapag hindi na to, kapag outdated na, hindi na to
Less
trendy,
caring, less
kung
caring.
sarcastic
Yeah,
lang,
right.
hindi na trendy, okay, just keep it or throw it away. So, unfortunately, ganyan na rin ang nangyayari how we even deal with the relationships
Right,
today.
right, right. So yung answer ni Ma'am Miss Pa ni Sir JP Lux at sa ng isa nating watchers or viewers survey is the same. Both men and woman is at fault when a relationship marriage fails. Let's get the point of view of Densho. By Densho, what is your answer? When a relationship fails, is it a fault of a man, fault of a woman, fault of both, or none? Walang i-blame.
Well, okay. Earlier I said that the one at fault will, siya talaga yung parang, yun na nga, siya yung may sala. But hearing from J-Lux and
Mispa.
Mispa, parang ano rin, I understand the point na kailangan pala talaga, kasi nga couple kayo, 'di ba? Husband and wife. So kailangan pag-usapan, kailangan dalawa kayong mag-agree na i-work out yung marriage nyo. So kung hindi naman yun nag-workout, so yun.
Yeah.
Dalawa din kayong yung may fault doon.
Right. Yeah.
So yun yung
So,
take ko dyan sa
yeah. There's a topic kanina, statement kanina na the reason, one of the reasons why family breaks is because the woman cheats. Yun na, yung babae nagkaroon ng lalaki, which is less likely, but most of the time ang lalaki ng babae. But going back to that statement na naging dahilan ng paghihiwalay ay babae, I will clearly declare this in the internet that the only reason why a woman cheats a man is because that man is a weak man, not a real man. If you're a real man, your woman will never cheat on you. Yeah, this is my statement all over the world. Maybe some people will agree, maybe some people will not agree, but a woman will never cheat a real man. Yeah, this is what I believe. And so, knowing that, therefore, I believe, from my perspective, that the main reason why a relationship, marriage fails because of deep marriage will go divorce, annulment, or some kind of separation is because the man is weak. The man of the house is weak. If you get a man that is strong, no matter what the problem is, he will stand and have it resolved. This is what my think about that. It's a fault of a man. Yeah. For example, when I go back to the story about Adam and Eve, if Adam did not, give in to Eve, there could be another Eve. Hindi sila sabay nagkasala eh. So you cannot say it's fault of both. Yeah. Ganon sa family, there should be some trigger why the relationship is kind of a strain. May unang precedent, for example, ng babae, yung babae, hindi ka na inaalagaan, hindi na ako mahal. Well, it's because of the man. The man, ng babae ka eh. You cheated. Yeah? You are not providing the family needs. You are not present at the time the family needs you. As a man, you become weak. Therefore, your woman look for some other venue to fulfill the needs. She's a human being. So in my opinion, it is the fault of a man when a marriage fails. No matter how we say it, no matter mayroon tayong sinasabi, ang babae kasi nanlalaki o yung kaya ang babae bungangera. No woman, no wife is a kind of bungangera kung ikaw ang lalaki ay strong, matino ka. And no matter problem dumating sa family, the family will never be broken unless the man gives so. Yeah? No matter ang babae mag-file ng divorce, you don't sign it, it will never happen. Yeah. Yes. And you will try your best. Susuyuin mo ulit yung asawa mo to win her back. Yeah. But because you're a weak man, you fall in love with another woman, then you give in. Then you say, yeah, hindi ko na siya mahali. Hindi na siya nagluluto para sa akin. Hindi na ako inalagaan. But in fact, the first thing na nangyari is the man become weak. The same is true with the story of Garden of Eden. Yeah, it was the woman make the mistake first. And then the man just give in. The same is true with the family. This time it's reversed. The man become weak. Yeah, the man become weak, and then the family fail. If you are a strong woman, uh, it's okay. But if the man will always kind of give up, wala ka na magagawa eh. Yeah, sabi nga nila, if a man is a kind of just providing the needs of the family, yeah, needs of the wife, then there's no broken family. There will be more families, maybe. But there will be no broken family. Yes, yeah. This is my statement about that. So when a relationship, I think, in my personal point of view, it is the fault of a man. Yeah. Let me go back. Oh, magkuhan tayo, basahin natin yung mga comment ng ating viewer. Starby, both of them have mistakes. Yun ang kanyang perspective. Parehong may kasalanan. Pero si Starby, no, before both make a mistake, someone has made mistake first. And then even if that is the woman make the mistake first, if the man is strong enough, hindi mabubuwag ang pamilya. No? It's about the man being strong in the family. Yeah. Watching tayo si Nicer Sweet Rico Bautista, watching from Trece Martires, Cavite. Kasama ko ito sa aming cooperative. Siya sa aming board of director. Ma'am Nicer, kumusta dyan? Maulan pa ba dyan sa atin sa Trece Martires? Kumusta dyan mga taga Cavite? And then watching, mayroon tayong abogado nanonood ngayon, taga Nueva Ecija, Brad ko ito, Attorney Hansi Miranda. Tol, salamat sa panonood. At dito kami nagkukuro-kuro about about our knowledge, trying to pay forward sa mga next generations. Hopefully this can reach out some people, even if isang tao lang ang ma-reach out natin ngayon, you save one man today, you save one family, and then one day you will save the whole generation. Yes. Just paying forward what we have learned. So now, mayroon kaming topic na nasa end part na kami ng topic, no? Yung sabi nga daw, pag ang isang marriage ay mag-fail, fail ang definition namin ng fail dito ng marriage. Failed marriage is when a man and woman go to divorce, go to separation, go to annulment, and living separately. That is the definition of a failed marriage. Pag ang mag-asawa ay magkasama pa at laging nag-aaway, araw-araw nag-aaway, is not failed marriage. It's just that they are trying their best, to reconcile the differences. Yes. Salamat po. At then, mayroon tayong isang watcher, si Mirasol Coriel Tadena. Taga-kwan ito, nasa Hong Kong. Salamat po. Nanonood si Mirasol. Shoutout sa Hong Kong. Ang ganda sa Hong Kong pag Sunday, tama? Ma'am Misma, you been there pag Sunday? Plaza,
No, I haven't been there. I haven't been to Hong Kong.
Yeah, when you go to Hong Kong, there is a kind of a mall na makikita mo lahat ng Pilipino andun. Ang dami, yeah. And then all kind of stuff na Filipino is nandun. Pagkain, damit, culture. Yeah, and this kind of a warm relationship between friends, makikita mo dyan during Sunday sa Hong Kong. Shout out sa Hong Kong. Salamat po sa inyo. All right. Mayroong message si Starby, kaya nga may divorce dyan sa inyong lugar dahil hindi makapag-intindihan relationship as one of couple, while dito sa Pinas ay mataas ang pasensya at pag hindi na makaya i-ghost tiwalayan sa awayan, gulong-gulo na madadamay mga anak. Tama po, tama po. In fact, when you try to look around, maybe tomorrow, gabi na ngayon sa Pinas, you try to look around, just keep your mouth closed, but just open your eyes. Tingnan mo yung mga kapitbahay mo. How many of those families are broken? Yeah, you cannot, you will be surprised. Ang dami dyan broken family. Ang dami dyan mga bata born out of wedlock. You know, and you can very easily point out the reason. The reason is that the man has become weak. Yeah. So yeah, yun po nga. Think of that. I really believe that the woman will never cheat a man, a real man. Yeah. Okay. So Sir Jason Lux, meron ka yatang gusto sabihin kanina. Dagdag mo sa iyong explanation about family relationship. Well, ko lang, may divorce dito sa Philippines, sa America may divorce. However, sa Pilipinas may annulment, which is worse, you know. Worse, annulment is just nulling na marriage. Hindi mo nire-recognize na mayroong kasalan na nangyari, you know. You void the marriage. That is worse. Kasi when you go to marriage, you were in love with the woman, yeah. When you're in love with the man. And then you annul that, you try to say to the world that I never been in love with this man. I never been in love with this woman. Divorce is kind of just, you don't understand, you stop understanding each other, then you want to leave each other separately legally. So that's divorce. But you recognize that in the beginning you were both in love. Yeah? Annulment is different. Yeah, you throw away the love that you had a few years back. Yeah. So yeah, yun po yung ating definition. Sir Jason Lux, would you like to add on that something?
Well, you explained it all.
No.
It's like what I said. The question, I cite some examples that I mentioned a while ago. That one of the reason why marriage fails or filed for divorce or separation or annulment, perhaps the husband is, he's not doing his job as husband.
Right.
And if the wife is the one who that causes the marriage fail, also she she's not a good wife. Just
right.
Simple.
Right.
She's not a good
So you
wife.
choose the wrong person, yeah? Yeah, you choose the wrong person. Even though if you still say that the man choose the wrong woman, that means that man is weak. Why will he choose a wrong person and go to marriage?
Well,
Yeah,
the good thing about it, in before deciding to file for a divorce or annulment, there's always like fixing the marriage. There's always like we
Counseling.
will try as hard as we can
Counseling,
to
yeah.
save our marriage. But if it's no longer there, if there's no chance of fixing it, well, it become a failure.
Point of no return.
Become a failed marriage. You cannot just you cannot just you cannot both should not going to suffer for a long time just for continue fixing it and trying hard to fix the marriage. But there should be an end in everything, that especially when it's involved the children. Yeah.
Sabi ni Starby, dahil daw sa tukso, layuan mo kami. Sometimes we attract that temptation.
There's so many
gesture
involved. There are so many factors that involve why relationship failed, marital failure, everything, and so on and so on.
Yeah. So now that kasi maganda to, last topic natin kay Mama Mispa, one of the topics is yung we define the real man, and real man have a moral courage, If you get a moral courage, well, matutokso ka, yes. That is a human, because there's evil in us, but you live in the principle of moral courage. pwede kang maligaw ng landas, but you can't go back because you got this moral courage in you, you know. The vision is very clear as a real man. However, if you're a weak man, well, you don't want to solve problems. Weak men don't solve problems. They just want to live free. Yeah, they want to live free. They want to, a kind of a easy life. However, the problem with the weak men when they get older, when they become 50 or 60, they are kind of nobody. If you want to become nobody, then leave a weak man. If you want to achieve something, if you want to make a generation of your life, yung mga next generation mo, your grandchildren, your great grandchildren, just start it with your life. Start it with your life. Don't push your children. Hey, nagkamali ako, ikaw dapat hindi ka magkamali. That's wrong. You got to make it yourself first. Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the
Shout out
payong.
kay
That's the
Arlene.
symbol.
Arlene, sorry madam, Arlene De Los Reyes, Arlene Aguilar ito, kaklase natin dati sa high school, no, si STR. Arlene, salamat po
Yeah.
for watching. The beautiful Arlene. Okay. Yeah, napakatalino nito ni
Hey,
Madam.
Arlene.
Yeah, she's watching from, I think, Dumaguete right now. Are you in Dumaguete, Mama Arlene? Yeah, please kindly let me know para ma-shoutout natin ang lahat ng mga taga Dumaguete. Okay. And then, mayroon ditong magandang comment si Starby. Kaya naging lager na ang mga asawa, babae, lalaki ang nagkamali. Dahil sa tukso, ang mga babae na naging lager, no? I think, nakita ko rito bakit nagiging nager ang isang babae? Normally, hindi naman siya nager. And then, at the later part of her marriage life, she becomes a nager. Yeah, no? Because kasalanan din ng lalaki, no? She made this woman turn into an evil person, So when you get a weak man, you will turn a good person to become evil. So, yeah. Yeah, biruin mo, lalaki ka. You send your child, you send your wife to abroad para tulungan ka maghanap buhay. Ilalayo mo siya sa anak niya. Where in fact, it's your job, right? Yeah, trabaho ng tatay yun to provide family. But because, you are so weak, mahina kang klaseng ama, you are just contented of what you earn. You want to do 8 to 9 job and you don't want to extend double job. And then you ask, hey, wife, go to work, help me raise the family. That is a weak man. You should not allow your children to be away from their mothers because that is the rule of a mother. Or else you are raising a child that is lack of parental guidance. That is a kind of a trap because no matter how hard you work, at the end, that's guarantee of failed life in the later stage when they lack a love of a mother. Yun. Salamat po. Yun po ang sabi ni Starby. Yung mga babae daw naging nagger. So, I never seen a woman na nagger in the beginning. They just become a byproduct. Naggers are byproducts. Okay.
Okay, thank you. I need to go. So I learned so many things from this.
Yeah. Ganda ng ating discussion. So before we go, we have about the consumer 2.5 hours actually. Before we go, let's have some kind of parting words from our guests. Let's start from Ma'am Mispa.
Yeah, thank you. To the parents, ang advice ko lang is really be there, set the right example to your children, provide guidance to them as much as possible, and as early as possible, expose them to the pre-marriage course. The moment that you assess your kids na ready na sila to even understand what dating is all about. So they should rather learn dating coming from you, their parents, because you are the one setting the right example for them. So ini-encourage ko talaga yung mga parents na talagang be there and really discuss tough topics with your children. Yeah, so that includes also dating. And for the kids na nagmamature na, and you have already fallen in love, if you're already at that stage, I really, really encourage you to go for a pre-marriage course before even entering marriage. Yeah, so before you even decide to go and be married to a person, attend a pre-marriage course. If you do not know how to do it, you can just message me using this private chat or go to the House of Young page that we are also doing the facilitation, and then we can assist you on how to organize for a pre-marriage course, because right now it's a good thing. Thank you to technology, we can already do the pre-marriage course online.
All
Yeah,
right.
so that's it.
Thank you, Ma'am. Miss Pa, please follow her at Miss Stylist sa kanyang Facebook at saka Instagram account. Salamat po sa pag-share mo sa iyong oras dito, Ma'am Miss Pa. She is broadcasting live from Melaka, Malaysia. Salamat po.
Thank you. See you
Yeah.
next time. See you next week.
Okay, so we will end this show, and thank you everyone for coming. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
See
you.
you soon.
I'll just end the show. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you everyone.